Tigers of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight.
This ball is gone. Boys are back in town.
Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
What up, though, Detroit? Welcome into the Tigers live stream, courtesy of Woodward Sports. My name is Anson Wells. I am joined by former first baseman of the Brooklyn Dodgers, none other than Tom Mazaway.
What's up, my man?
I've been looking forward to this one, but let's dive right in. We're in the bottom of the second, full count. Yusei Kikuchi facing off against Torkelson with a full count. Full count here. What's that?
He flew out.
All right.
I might be a little ahead of you.
Yes, you are.
1-0 right now after one. Angels lead it on a Taylor Ward RBI double.
Was able to drive in Mike Trout there in the top of the first inning. Angels jump out to an early 1-run lead. Once again, my name is Anson Wells, joined by Tom Mazaway here, the Woodward Tigers live stream. Shout out my man Birdie in the booth. He'll be handling all our graphics today, but let's get right in and let's hear from our very own Tigers insider, Nick Kohloff, who is reporting from Mullet Lake this weekend. We don't have him at Comerica Park for the home game, but we will at our next home game stand during a weekend. But for now, he's up there having a good time at a wedding, but let's hear what Nick had to say. Wouldn't mind being at a wedding right now, Maz.
Neither would I. I would love to be there.
Mullet Lake sounds pretty nice.
It does. Is Nick growing a mullet? I don't think he's got enough hair for
He
that
is the
yet.
reverse mullet. It's torn down through the middle, although he's growing it back since.
Live here from
So we're
Mullet
going
Lake,
to the top of the
Michigan, as the
second right
Detroit
now.
Tigers take on the
1-0
LA Angels. And I got to
leading it
say,
over the Tigers.
Kikuchi
Tiger
on the
winners
mound, the left-hander.
last night, of course,
Gleyber
on a,
Torres to get a hit
three-run
in the
home.
Tigers' money
Oh,
line
there he is.
is my best bet of the day. Cash it, lock it. It's going to hit. This team's going to continue to roll after the big comeback win last night. I expect Matt Vierling to have a big day as well. Detroit Tigers look for their second straight win, and I got to say, they're going to do it. Nicholas Kohloff, Woodward Sports. Let's go, Tigers.
Nick looking real good in his Tigers promotional giveaway. Tommy Bahama, Tom Selleck, Magnum PI Tigers Hawaiian shirt there. But
I got me one of them.
You did, huh?
Yeah, I got a couple from the last couple years.
Excellent. I bet
Little
you look
tight on me, though.
You look real good in those.
Thanks.
I'm sure. I'm sure. But we're back here for the top of the second. Shout out to our Tigers insider Nick Kohloff. First pitch from new Tiger Charlie Morton, and his first start in his new gigs is fouled away. You like Charlie Morton?
I will if he continues to pitch like he did last Sunday.
There
It's
you
good
go.
to have a wily veteran on the hill.
Yeah.
He wasn't very good with Baltimore, though, but looking better as a Tiger.
Yeah. Misses outside with the cutter there, evening things up at 1-1. Joe Adele, a post-type sleeper, has never quite been able to put it together. Had a nice month of June, but struggled in July. Takes a big cut at an outside pitch there. Count goes to 1-2, Maz. Tigers enjoying a beautiful, beautiful home game here today.
It would be nice to be there.
Yeah, it sure would.
Yeah.
We'll get a chance to talk about what happened last night as Adele fouls off another curveball. 1-2, the count remains.
All right, he struck him out there, buddy.
You're a little ahead of me,
I
buddy.
am. I'm sorry. I'll try not to jump on you.
Give me some color, damn it.
One out.
Give me some color.
It's beautiful.
Strikeout out there for Charlie Morton. Adele goes down on a curveball. 1 out here in the top of the second. Tigers hoping to get their second win of the series. Once again, in a moment here, we'll talk about last night's game. But Charlie looking halfway decent here to start the second. He'll face off against Luis Rengifo.
not having a great year. 618 on the OPS.
Yikes.
Morton's already 28 pitches deep here in the second.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit in the first there, was able to only give up one run there as Trout came around on the double from Taylor Ward.
Trout got a hit right on the first pitch, and he had 2 quick outs up to that play. Trout gets on, and then Taylor Ward knocked him in.
Rengifo falls behind in the count 0-2. You heard the scoring summary there in the first from our guy Maz. Trout still continues to do it well into his 30s. The 0-2 pitch is on its way. Big cut from Rengifo, and he's down 3 straight strikes. Morton cruising through the second so far.
Say hi to the chat. Say everybody watching us here on Woodward Sports. Doughboy Steve, Floyd, Dragon Fan. Hi to all you guys.
Shout out Doughboy Steve. Has become a fan of me. Still trying to win over some of the people in the chat.
You got, as long as you win over your mom and dad, you're good, man.
Still working on my dad.
Okay.
Still working on my dad.
I know you are. I don't know why. Come on, Dad.
I'm trying to figure that one out
Daddy
myself.
Wells, let's go.
Morton up against Travis D'Arnaud, the catcher. Takes one outside. Evens things up at 1-1.
Oh, yeah.
D'Arnaud's been a heck of a catcher in his career.
No doubt about it, man.
Started off with the Blue Jays there.
He was a Met at one time.
Pitch number 3 is a nice sinker. Morton catches the bottom inside of the plate. Gets ahead in the count 1-2 there. Morton looks good so far.
So far, so good.
I know he gave up that early hit.
You're going to like what you see next.
Oh, and he snaps him there with the sinker. With another strikeout, gets himself out of the inning. But, Maz, let's take a look, and let's look at last night's game.
I'd love to.
It really, really could have been that turning point for the Detroit Tigers. Situation where you're down and you get the dial up. You see that the box score there last night. Tigers got up early 3-1 in the second, then a 3-run shot in the fifth there for the Angels. They got the lead, which they held on to. Tacked another one on in the eighth, up 5-3, and then A.J. Hinch decides to pinch hit for Kerry Carpenter, puts in your buddy Matt Vierling, a guy who struggled this year.
I call him Matt Broder.
Matt Broder,
He looks just like him.
He does. Shout out Matt Broder. Hopefully he's in here. He did tell me that when he heard that Maz was calling the game with me, that he had to be there for it. So,
thanks, bro.
Big moment, though, for Matt Vierling and the Tigers. An opportunity to fall behind to lose their lead down to 5 games. Could have fallen down. Or that lead could have fallen to only 3 at the end of the weekend to the Guardians.
Big win last night. Vierling was a no-doubter on a 3-0 pitch. He hung it, and Vierling did what he had to do. His first homer of the year, by the way. And it could have come at a better time. Lit that Comerica Park crowd up and got him ready for fireworks about 15, 20 minutes later.
Well, I know.
Kyle Finnegan came in to close it out.
We don't talk about that other network, 97.1, but I was listening to Rieger on the way in, and he had a very intriguing discussion going on whether or not the J.D. Martinez pinch hit off the IR in 2016 or whether that home run last night was bigger. Which one to you in your memory is bigger?
Well, I'm going to say this one is going to be bigger because 2014, we know how that year ended. They got swept by the Orioles. But that was an exciting time because that was the last year of that great Tiger run, that great Tiger dynasty, 10-year run, 8-year run. It was great. They just couldn't take it off the sheet and win that World Series. So I'm going to say this one, last night, is going to be more important going forward for this team, young team. I
think what it does for their psyche is huge because if you lose that game, you don't know what the fallout could be. Yep. But they end up getting that win, and Rieger agrees with you. At the end of this season, 5 years from now, last night's Matt Vierling home run will be the one that we remember as we kick off the bottom of the second here. Wenzel Perez, plus 520 to hit a home run tonight, takes the first pitch, fastball high, clips that zone for a 0-1 count. Wenzel been a very pleasant surprise this year, 9 home runs, .259 batting average.
Kikuchi's very hittable.
He is. He's much better on the at home this year. He's definitely struggled on the road. Hopefully we can get to him a little bit here, wear him down with a high pitch count as Perez is ready for his third offering here. Takes it low and inside, gets ahead of him 2-1.
Come on, Wenzel.
Kikuchi now on my dynasty team. Last minute trade, just trying to bolster that
Really?
roster. Not starting him this weekend though.
Good for you. Was that because you're a Tiger fan?
No, because
Or you
he's
truly
terrible.
believe?
I don't like the Tigers because they're either going to put up 1 run or they're going to put up 7.
Yeah.
But Kikuchi's just so bad on the road that did not put him in the lineup. We're running 4 relievers this weekend.
All right.
We are in first, by the way.
By the way, Perez fouled that ball off his shin. He's taking a couple of minutes to recoup right now. Talking to the trainer. Kikuchi steps off the hill for a bit. So 2-2 count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. 1-0. Angels leading it.
A lot of nervous Tiger fans right now. We've watched that 15-game lead prior to the All-Star break evaporate down to now what is only a 6-game lead in the Central. Very, very tight wild card situation in the AL that we'll examine a little further on in the broadcast. But even if this team were to fall out of leadership of the Central, they still have a chance to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. There's 16 games over 500 right now. So last year's Tigers were under 500 at this mark. So as much as I want to complain and whine about it, they're in a lot better shape than they were last year, and we all know what they did last year.
Yeah, and I think the will, you don't have to question. They know what they did last year. They know that they can do it again, but it's time to dial it up. Wenzel's shaking off that shot to the shin here. 2-2 pitches well outside, driving the count to 3-2. Kikuchi getting ready to unload his 20th pitch of the contest here. This one inside and just over to the middle of the third baseman. This will dribble into the corner. This should be good to stand up for a double here. Wenzel turns and heads to third, and he will get in standing up as the relays drop. Tigers with a man on third, as you see a couple of fans from Sterling Heights fired up there at Comerica Park. Tigers with 1 on, no outs here in the bottom of the second with a chance to tie this ball game up.
Excellent. That's hard, man. A triple right off of getting hit in the shin like that, got to respect the guy.
Yeah, he took more than a couple of moments to get right, and he certainly did. Took that first pitch afterwards well outside. Next one challenged him inside, and he took it for a ride. Here's another inside pitch to Ibanez, a slider that he takes a big whiff at. First strike.
Banez at 225 for the year.
Tigers hoping for some big hits from some of their right-handed bats today. Kikuchi working with a man on third here as this one into the dirt to even things up at 1-1.
All you need is a fly ball here. Get this game tied.
Timely fly ball would be exactly what the doctor ordered to tie this one up here. Or a nice big hit into the crowd would help, but Ibanez fouls that one back. Count jumps to 1-2.
Ooh.
You better pause that.
I'm not saying anything. You should skip ahead. Maybe got to reset.
I wish I could.
No, you actually.
Ibanez fouls one off. Count remains at 1-2 here. Tigers trying to get some work on Kikuchi here. Toes up the rubber, ready to let loose on pitch number 25 here. Still a 1-0 game. Angels put a run on the board in the first. Ibanez looking to try and tie this thing up. Here's the pitch. Smashes it right past the third. That'll bring the run in. Easy single there, ties this one up, 1-1. There we go. That's a timely hit from Ibanez there.
1-1, fellas. Bottom of the second here. Nobody out yet. This is exactly what we were looking for out of Kikuchi. On the road, you said he's not very good, and right now he's showing it. Wenzel limping his way home. Hopefully he'll be able to stay in the game, but great one by Andy Ibanez.
First pitch there for a fastball, strike, called strike.
Dylan Dingler, 270 right now up at the plate.
He's been a really great addition from the trade for Flaherty when the Tigers sent Flaherty to the Dodgers last year. Kind of an unexpected surprise, should I say, as the second pitch there to Dingler is an outsider, evening things up at 1-1. Tigers working with no outs here.
Man on first still.
Dingler fouls off the 1-1 offering there. Curveball outside. Was able to just get a little bit of wood on it, but it was well behind it.
How's everybody doing in the chat? Enjoying? Beautiful day here in Detroit.
Sure
The
is.
summer winding, I'm not going to say it's winding down, but kind of is.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that. It comes
Kids
quick.
getting ready to go back to school.
Yeah, you got some. You got a young one.
I got a
starting
couple.
her first year at Michigan State.
Yep.
Go green.
And I got one ending her career as a Laker at Grand Valley.
There you go. Another outside fastball fouled off by Dingler there. Count remains 1-2.
Have you been following the Little League World Series?
I have not, but I do love watching it.
I know it's starting to come down to the nitty gritty. Hopefully, we'll see the team start to pour into Williamsport, PA here any day now.
Well, we'll have to get back to your pick here after this pitch as he sends a change-up foul. Count remains 1-2. You got a team that you like?
There's a few that I like. The one that I really liked was the champions from last year, the Great Lakes team from Florida, but they got upset the other day. So I'm going to have to go back in there and keep on looking to see who could be the next one to come on up and keep it here in the U.S., keep the championship here in the U.S.
Kikuchi working that fastball against Dingler, 3 of the 5 pitches he's seen so far. As Kikuchi works into the 30s here on his pitch count. 1-2 pitch on the way. This one in the dirt, gets him swinging. I bet he'd like to have that one back, Maz.
He would. Can't win them all. 1 out, fellas. And up steps Javi. 263 on the year.
Javi been a huge surprise this year. Would love to get back to the hot hitting that we saw early on as he smashes one to the right corner. He can't make the grab. That'll get out of his mitt. They might bring a man home. They're going to probably hold him at third here. Javi with a big shot to the right field corner. Right fielder had a chance to make the play, got a glove on it, wasn't able to curtail it. And the Tigers have runners at second and third with a tie ball game here, only 1 out, bottom of the second.
15th double of the year for Javi Baez, and it didn't take him long. 1 pitch, and he sends it to the right field corner. And we still got a 1-1 game right now. Tigers threatening, 2 men on with just 1 out in the top of the order, getting ready to come on up again.
Yeah, Campero had an opportunity to make that play and hold that run at first there, but it dribbles out of his glove as he launches up against the wall, and the Tigers now in a real great situation to be able to take the lead here in the bottom of the second. Once again, we are tied 1-1 from Comerica Park. Tigers lead the series early on 1-0, hoping to get win number 2 against the Angels in front of their home field faithful.
Got to win this series. That Twin Series was hopefully a blip on the radar. Here's your chance to get even.
Yeah.
As Jake Rogers, number 9 hitter, steps up. Jake Rogers catching Dylan Dingler, DHing today. Rogers at 181, Anson.
Interesting choice from Hinch as he pops one up. This one might have enough to get the man in from third.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
the throw.
Easily.
Should be easy, and it is. They cut it off at second. Campero isn't able to get enough on that one as Rogers does his job and knocks in Ibanez. Tigers take the lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. The man on third, 2 outs here.
Yes, sir.
Tigers with a chance to add one more.
Looks like AJ pulled the right strings, huh?
Sure
Bringing Jake
did,
Rogers
sure
in. Everyone says, what's Jake playing for? He can't play.
Yeah.
Well, you're playing both catchers today, so you got no choice, fellas. By the way, super chat going out. Dante 151. How are you, Dante? Watching this and the game while drinking a long drink citrus. Go, Javi.
Love it. Last night's hero, Matt Vierling, leading off for the Tigers, his second time through, takes an opening pitch for the strike. Tigers looking to add one on and pad that lead. They're up 2-1. Next pitch from Kikuchi.
He's
0-1.
working pretty quick.
Yeah, Kikuchi definitely working quick there as Vierling takes a ball one curveball.
Shout out to Nick Kohloff, our Tigers reporter, enjoying himself at the wedding right now, but watching us still. Gotta love this kid.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Having a good
He
time up
misses
there.
his Tigers, though.
Oh, he does. He loves his Tigers as he enjoys himself up there in Mullet Lake.
Ooh.
Vierling gets ahead of Kikuchi here, 2-1. Tigers not so desperate for a win after the W last night, but this would be a big one. Low pitch outside, clips that corner, evens things up at 2-2. Nice slider.
He didn't like
from
that
Kikuchi.
call, but it was in there.
Yeah, it was. Beautiful pitch from Kikuchi.
2-2 count right now. I want to also welcome Dante 151, just a fan, and who else jumped in here? That's it. Arf number 9. Welcome to the chat, fellas.
Welcome in. Please smash that like button. You're here with us for the Woodward Live Tigers live stream. My man Tom Mazaway. My name is Anson Wells. We got Birdie in the booth here. 2-2 count. Bottom of the second. Tigers have taken the lead back after giving up 1 run in the first. They've scored 2 here in the bottom of the second. Last night's hero, once again, Matt Vierling here, facing off against Kikuchi for the second time through the order. 2-2 pitches on its way high and outside. Travis D'Arnaud did everything he could to keep that one in front of him.
Vierling batting leadoff this game, so he's facing a 3-2 count, 2 outs. Javi Baez standing at third. That's where we're at right now, fellas, in a 2-1 Tiger lead.
3-2 pitch on its way, and he swings and misses. Kikuchi gets out of the inning, but not before a little bit of the damage is done. Big inning there for the Tigers as they fall behind early, but not only tie things up, but take the lead. And, that's a big moment there for them. Let's take a look at the standings, Birdie. This Tigers team had the monkey on their back last night. There was a real opportunity for them to give up some ground, to have that lead fall down to only 5 games. As it is, it sits at 6. Royals and Twins, who were knocking on the door as well with the Guardians just a few days ago, haven't made up any ground on the Tigers. This thing seems to be turning into a 2-team race, man.
I wouldn't give up on the Royals yet either. Don't forget, that's a playoff team from last year. They did make some moves at the deadline. They are still in striking distance. I mean, right now the Tigers playing the role of the Twins last year. It just is what it is. The Twins were fading. The Tigers are fading. I mean, at this point, since July 9th, they're 8-16. So the proof's in the pudding. But we'll see how it goes. A lot of room to go. Tigers still 16 games over 500.
Yeah, and as we look at the Royals and the Guardians, Royals taking on the Twins in Minnesota, White Sox hosting the Guardians. Both of those games are getting ready to start as we head into the top of the third here from Comerica Park. We'll be keeping an eye on both of those games as they go. It's exciting, though. You know, we watched this team basically have nobody at Comerica through July. It wasn't until August until they started that run. Tigers fans started really taking interest, and that momentum carried into this season. But now, after we make the historic run to be able to find our way into the playoffs last year, now we're kind of on the other end of it, where we'd be possibly looking at what would be considered a historic collapse if they were to not hold on to this Central Division.
We're not going to go that far, right? We'll leave those for our talk shows during the week to worry about it. Right now, we're calling a game. Beautiful day at Comerica. Great night to be out there. What'd they give away tonight? They gave away floppy hats tonight for the first 15,000 fans. I would love to have gotten one of those. Looked like the Cubby Bear, but it's a little tiger cub on the. It's really a nice look. Look.
And here we are starting off the third inning with 2 strikes on Campero, the guy who wasn't able to wrangle that double from Javi in right field there. He falls behind in the count 0-2. Charlie Morton, after giving up that early single to Trout, who was able to score on it, has tightened things up here. 2 strikeouts in the second. Third pitch here against Campero's a curveball that misses low. Count goes to 1-2.
Tigers leading at 2-1 here. Morton 36 pitches so far.
Lou Whitaker, Sweet Lou in the booth with Dan Dickerson.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he is, absolutely.
He's going to get in the Hall of Fame, guys. It's just a matter of which year it's going to be. I'm hoping if it's not this next year, the following.
Lou Whitaker or Ryan Sandberg?
Well, Ryan Sandberg stood out a little bit more, but if you compare Lou Whitaker to, let's say, Ozzie Smith, they're identical, except Ozzie did somersaults going onto the diamond. So he was a little bit more flashy. But give me Lou any day.
There you go. Lou, always one of my favorites. As we see a swinging strike for Campero, that's a third straight strikeout for the new Detroit Tiger. Charlie Morton, once again, starting to look really good here after giving up that early single that turned into a run as a first pitch to Zach Neto. Nice curveball there for a first strike call. Looking out into the outfield there, that number 10 with Jimmy Leland, Wizard of Woodward. Second pitch to Neto is on its way. Big swing on a cutter for a called strike there. Swinging strike. You missed Jimmy Leland and those cigarettes?
I loved him.
Me too.
Loved him.
And then right next to Sparky, man, we've had 3 great managers here that I know of.
No question.
There's 2 of them. A.J. Hinch doing his best job right now as an outside curveball nearly gets Neto to swing, but he lays off. 1-2. Do want to thank everybody joining us in the chat for the Woodward Tigers live stream. Please smash that like button. And there's an outside curveball as Morton knocks down his 4th straight strikeout of the game. That's huge.
You're ahead of me now.
That's okay.
Not anymore.
This is okay. Nolan Shanuel will step up to the plate.
Nice going.
First pitch from Morton. A nasty changeup had him swinging. Would have been a strike either way. Real great location on that pitch. Rest in peace, Chet Lemon. As I see the Sweet Lou there making me think of my favorite Tiger ever. Another curveball here from Morton gets Shanuel swinging. He falls behind 0-2 in the count here, Maz.
Lou, a 5-time All-Star, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Obviously the championship in 84 as well.
Did you have a favorite Tiger on that 84 team?
Yeah, Kirk Gibson.
Okay.
Still is.
Shout out, we had Kirk in here getting his haircut at Lady Jane's because he knows it's wicked awesome, and so was that wicked awesome curveball. 5 straight strikeouts for Charlie Morton as he escapes the inning. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely no issues right there. That's what you like to see as we head into the middle of the third here. Bertie, let's take a look at where the Tigers sit in the playoff scenario. get a chance to look at that wild card race that we talked about earlier. Tigers, again, we just saw they are in first in the Central with a commanding 6-game lead. You see Toronto there.
Commanding.
The best team in the AL, the Toronto Blue Jays, with a game lead on the Tigers. That big 3-1 series win, really that deciding factor. Houston, right there, pretty much tied up with a different game differential there. They trail by 2 games behind the Tigers. Then you see the wild card race: Boston, Seattle, and the Yankees. Your Yankees there.
They won today. Beat the Astros 5-4.
They did. Big win for them. Then you see the Guardians sitting 1 game behind the Yankees. Texas, Kansas City, and Tampa Bay all there. The big thing for me, though, is that you have a 5-game lead on that last wild card spot. So if something were terrible to happen,
right,
you still have an opportunity to get into these playoffs.
No doubt, man. And it's early. It's the second week of August. So we got to hang in there as Tiger fans and hope they get this thing back on the rails. Big win last night. Hopefully that is a season saver, a season changer, because like I told you, they're 8-16 since July the 9th. So that one helped a lot last night as we head to the bottom of the third and a 2-1 Tiger lead over the Angels.
Yeah, a whole lot of baseball left
on our board.
to
It says
be
the
played.
Angles, by the way. Did you see our board? It says the Angles.
The angles.
That's what it says.
That's, well, 90 degrees, man. What's your favorite angle? I'm a big I like 45. I like 90. I've always liked 170 too, because it's not quite all the way there. It just kind of dips above the horizon.
You got me on that one.
You don't have a favorite angle?
You're over my head.
Come on, give me an angle, man. Not 90 degrees, something?
Sure, give me 90
All
degrees.
right, Maz likes 90. Well, we are back to Comerica Park here as we head into the bottom of the third. Tigers nursing a 2-1 lead over the Los Angeles Angles, obtuse, as a first pitch slider is in there for a called strike.
That was a
Kikuchi
strike?
on Glaber. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. There's a couple extra pitches on there. Broadcast came back a little late. Torres ahead in the count 2-1. Next pitch outside. He'll get ahead of Kikuchi 3-1. Hopefully Kikuchi's road struggles continue here in Comerica.
Kikuchi pitch 43 right now. And Glaber, I think, is going to be sitting on one here at 3-1. I expect at least a base hit here.
Yeah, Glaber, one of the better eyes on the team as he takes a high slider there. He was taken the whole way, but a hell of a pitch from Kikuchi there to stay alive with a 3-2 count.
Trying to get that OPS up. Trying to get on board any way he can right now.
And that's coming from a Yankees fan. I know he misses him, and I know they miss him in New York
There he
as
goes.
Torres takes ball 4, and he'll take his base. Tigers 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Glaber takes his base. And what do we got here? Is it young Jemai Jones?
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, Jemai Jones, third through the order here.
Now that's a wacky lineup.
Well, and actually, the Tigers have corrected it. They did have 1 out on the board. I hadn't seen that batter go down. So no outs, 1 on here. Opening pitch is a slider outside for ball 1. Kikuchi quickly approaching 50 pitches here. Tigers 1 out, or 1 on, here as they lead 2-1, bottom of the third. Game 2 from Detroit, weekend series with the obtuse Angles of L.A. as they foul one off there, evening things up at 1-1, Jemai Jones.
Trying to keep the scoreboard right for you guys.
Jemai's a guy that they
First
had
time
hoped.
starter here.
Hey, you're doing a great job, my
Thank you.
friend. Jemai, a guy that they had hoped would be able to handle the leadoff duties. He's fallen a little bit lower in the lineup as we see him. He takes an inside fastball there to push the count to 2-1. There you see those 5-time All-Star years from Sweet Lou that Maz just mentioned to us. 2-1 pitch on its way. A nasty slider fools Jemai here as he takes a big cut, evening things up. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Woodward Dream Cruise already in action here on Woodward
Oh,
Avenue.
yeah. It's going to
Got
get
some-
thick throughout
Got
the
some
week.
senior citizens sitting out there with their umbrellas.
Oh, yeah. Got
Just
to
to-
claim those spots early.
Yep.
Like gold out
Amazing. A week ahead of time.
there. Prime real estate. 2-2 offering here. Gets him with the slider. Jemai strikes out there with a big cut. 1 on, 1 out here. Bottom of the third. Tigers up again 2-1.
Torkelson's coming up, the cleanup hitter. 0-1, 0 for 1 today. Trying to get back in the swing of things. We need home runs out of this guy, not walks and singles. He hasn't really walked a lot lately, so hopefully he's going to get out of this funk.
Takes a big cut at an opening slider there for first strike. You know, this game has a feeling that's been very different from the majority of the games we've seen since the All-Star break. You can kind of feel when the Tigers are in it early and when they're playing catch-up the whole game. Torkelson playing catch-up, 0-1 count here. Lays off the inside fastball, 97 mile per hour, 1-1 even count there. The boys definitely look like they're having a good time up in the broadcast booth there.
Of course. How do you not?
I'm having fun with you, Maz.
Back at you, buddy. Wish we were live at the game, though.
Hey, one of these days. Outside slider there. Should have been a ball. Torkelson looks into the outfield knowing that one probably shouldn't have been a strike, but he'll fall down in the count here. 1-2. Kikuchi about to uncork pitch number 54 as he steps off and walks Torres back to first.
It's a nice, comfortable night out. Not too humid today. Beautiful summer day here in August.
A little too warm for Layla today. She's back at home.
Oh, you left her home.
I did. Check swing on the outsider, change up there. Staying alive at 1-2 for Torque. Great baseball name, Torkelson.
Perfect.
Beautiful shot there from Comerica Park.
Looks like there's some room in the upper deck, though, but it's a good crowd.
Yeah, not much of it. Staying out of the sun there, that revamped scoreboard as Torkelson takes an outside changeup to even things up at 2-2. How many games have you been to this season, my friend?
Probably, I'd say 12, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah.
We saw you there in the Tigers' den behind
know.
home plate.
That was fun.
I think all of Detroit
The
saw
home
you
plate
there.
club.
Home plate club looking a little bit better today as we see a slider in the dirt pushes the count full. 3-2, man on first. Tigers with an opportunity to get a couple more base runners.
Come on, Torque. Kikuchi stepping off the rubber again.
Kikuchi, not known as a fast operator, has been pretty efficient today, but you've seen him slow down here a little bit in the bottom of the third. Payoff pitch is on its way. Torkelson slices that one foul down the right field line into the net.
Are you glad they have the nets up as a baseball fan?
You know, they talked about doing that after the Malice at the Palace. And
For basketball?
yeah,
Wow.
and I remember, you know, when they put them up in the hockey, and I get it for hockey and stuff, but hey, if you're at a ball game, keep your head up. Get a souvenir. And there will be no souvenir on that one as the curveball fools Torkelson for strike 3, a big swinging strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Tigers with 1 on. They lead 2-1 here. Kikuchi able to work around the big bat of Torkelson.
It's going to be up to Perez again. Wenzel, who got hit in the shin, and then he laced a triple, came in to score in the second inning. Here we go again.
Wenzel been great today. Another knock. That'll
There you go,
get
buddy.
through the third and short. Enough to push Torres to third. Runners at the corners for the Tigers. They're threatening again here in the bottom of the third. 2 out. Tigers up 2-1, hoping to add to that lead.
2-out rally. Gotta love it.
Huge.
Kikuchi hung that one. He just went with it. And Perez is on for the second time.
Yeah, Wenzel
A single and a triple.
and Glaber both seem to do a lot of damage when they're able to get on there. Wenzel is slowly becoming my favorite Tiger bat.
He's halfway to the cycle.
There you go.
On Saturday night.
There you go. We saw a cycle this weekend from a Tigers minor leaguer that we'll talk about later in the broadcast as Ibanez steps back to the plate, takes a nasty inside four-seamer there for strike one.
He's 1 for 1 with an RBI today.
Would be nice to see a Tigers cycle. We are still early here, just in the bottom of the third. One still well on his way, halfway there, as Ibanez takes a big cut at a four-seamer for strike number 2 here. You'd love to see the Tigers add one, but it's going to take some clever hitting from Ibanez.
Runners in scoring position for him. Batting .393, a home run, 14 RBI, and 4K.
Like to see those numbers.
Let's see it. Make it 15 RBI right here.
0-2 count for Andy Ibanez. Kikuchi into the 60s now with pitch count. Tigers wearing away at him. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Check swing. But he's going to be all right there as they appeal to third. 1-2's the count as we take a look at the Hall of Fame wall there for the Tigers. Newhouser, Trammell, Jack Morris, Al Kaline, and, of course, sweet Lou Whitaker, who's sitting in on the broadcast with Danny Dickerson right now.
The two Dans.
What's the other one's last name? Petrie. I always forget. That's an 84 guy.
You bet.
This sweeping curveball started off outside, came all the way inside for
To me, that's
ball
the best
2.
combo in the booth. Dan and Dan.
Yeah. Dan
If it's
and
radio
Dan.
or if it's TV, I love them both. I know.
Fantastic voices.
Hey, Benetti's great. I do think he's terrific. I'm just a Dan fan. Can I tell you?
Well, it takes a little while for those guys, the new guys, to knock off the old guys for Mr. Maz.
Yeah, Dan's the radio guy, but on the weekends and during Lions games right now, he takes over for Jason, who called the Lions last night.
Yeah, Benetti, great on the call last night. We'll talk a little bit about the Lions there as we get the big strikeout. Nice fastball, 97 mile per hour, high and outside of the zone, gets him to chase. Tigers go down, leaving runners in scoring position. But we do want to talk just a moment about what happened last night in the Lions preseason game. As we know, Maurice Norris suffered a spinal cord injury. And as Lions fans, we are no stranger to that scene, unfortunately. But we saw something for the very first time we've seen in history, Maz. A game where the teams decided the outcome, not in gameplay, but that they were going to end things early.
Yep.
We got a chance to watch all 11 players from both teams huddled in the center of the field praying, and they said, we're not running another play. We are ending this game on our terms. We watched humanity win over brutality in an NFL game for the first time.
Yep, and it was a phenomenal thing that they did. Obviously, it was a preseason game, but those guys were not in the mood to play, and that made me extra nervous for Norris. But as we heard, the good news, he is okay. He's got movement, he's talking, and they're taking great care of him in that hospital in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So thank God for that. It was the Atlanta staff that saw him get injured because the players didn't see how injured he was until the Atlanta staff was running on the field. They saw some type of like a tremor, a twitch, and they knew something was bad. And they got out there and they put the backboard on him. They got him out with the ambulance, and they saved him.
Yeah.
I believe that they did everything proper.
Yeah, well, we did get some updates from Dan Campbell. He has shown a little bit of movement, so over the next few days we will look forward to some positive updates, but please keep the Norris family in your prayers, Woodward Nation.
Hope the kid can play.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because
no
he
doubt.
wants to. Second year.
Certainly does. Well, if DeMar Hamlin's shown us anything, you can come back from
Absolutely.
the impossible.
It's a great thing.
No doubt about it. So, well, we do welcome you back here as we kick off the fourth inning, top of the fourth here. Charlie Morton starts things off with a strike against Mike Trout, who was able to get on base and get that first run for the Angels. Morton really working in an efficient clip. Second pitch is in there for a called ball inside
Doesn't
on
look
the
like
sinker.
a 41-year-old guy.
No, he doesn't.
He's up there. He's working hard. He's working fast, and he looks like he's confident.
Yeah, he really works quickly as he gets him to ground out. Trout on the ground out to short there. One down early here in the fourth. Well, let's take a quick little look here as the Tigers do. We'll come back to him again. Charlie Morton here, as you see some of the strikeouts that he's had. If you're watching at home, they're doing a great job of showing his location, the pitch mix, really looking like 2021 Charlie Morton here as we watch another curveball paint the plate for a called strike one. Tyler Ward with that double in the first was able to drive in Trout. He's 1 for 1 on the day as he takes a high fastball for ball one.
Want to chat, talk to the chat. Thanks for watching with us tonight.
Smash that
Enjoy
like
it.
button.
We're enjoying it right with you. Tiger Baseball.
And Taylor Ward
Ooh.
with a second hit of the day ripped that one to left field for a single, and he's on safely for the second time today. He's got Charlie's number.
Today, so far. So far he does.
But you're right. Charlie Morton definitely looking like prime Charlie Morton thus far today. Obviously gave up a couple of shots to Taylor Ward, but I believe only 2 hits on the day and only giving up 1 run as he gets one past Yohan Moncada. Shout out to Ven Johnson Law, tough, tenacious trial lawyers. If you need justice, you need Ven.
The chat's saying, wake up, Maz, wake up. I'm not sleepy. I'm just keeping the scoreboard for you guys.
Curveball there.
Did that hit him?
I'm not sure.
I think it did.
Yeah, it looks like it. Maz is thinking about his upcoming trip to Michigan State.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there. We'll be
And
tailgating.
Oh, and this one does go right off the ankle, so hit batter here. That's going to put 2 men on for Charlie with only 1 out. Joe Adell limps to first base here.
That's a guy that they thought was going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Joe Adell. I remember stashing him away on my fantasy team for a long time. And he's had a couple of good games. As a matter of fact, he's having a good month.
Yeah.
But he never really become the player they thought he was going to be.
Yeah, late June, early July, he really was lighting things up. Then he kind of struggled for a little while. He's been picking his play up of late, but just not the guy that we thought he was going to be as you watch him take a big cut at a first pitch cutter outside for strike one.
Charlie's still looking good. 54 pitches. He still looks confident. 2 men on here in the fourth. He did the same thing in the first inning. Gave up 1 run. Let's see if he can wiggle out of this.
Moncada on first, Ward on second here. Tigers lead, top of the fourth, Comerica Park. Game 2 of their series with the obtuse angles from L.A. Outside pitch there. Might have gotten him to swing on it. No, they checked. They appealed to first. Did not go as Dingler fires to first, but Moncada was back safely.
Still 0-1 count on Joe Adell.
Inside sinker just misses.
Ooh.
1-1. You don't want to see Adell get hot here in this game. Definitely would like to retire him and get 2 outs here with 2 on. 1 out, though, with the 1-1 count. Nice curveball, nearly in the dirt. Gets Adell swinging for strike 2.
Charlie Morton against Joe Adell right now. Adell stepping out, getting a little time. They'll start the clock again on him.
I think I'd want that against Morton as fast as he's working as well.
Yeah, he is.
10 seconds on the pitch clock. And he uncorks one. This one.
Whoops.
Smashed for a 3-run home
I just looked at Morton's head. That's all I looked at.
Yeah, Joe Adell.
And he knew he hung one. You hang it, and he banged it.
Yeah, Joe Adell, we just talked about a guy that you can't let get hot. Catches the Angels up and puts them ahead 2 runs, the 3-run shot after Ward gets on, and then the plunk on the ankle of Yohan Moncada
Wow.
2 runners on. That's
was-
a big 3-run
That was
shot.
an 82-mile-an-hour curveball that he hung right in the middle of the plate. And
Just,
Joe Adell nailed it. And a couple of fans missed that ball.
just into the front row, barely got out of there as Adele comes back and waves with the Los Angeles Fireman's hat there. Tiger fans not too welcoming of that sight. 0-1 count here, Rengifo. This one should be fair, and it does. Slicing down the first baseline. He's going to turn second. He's standing up to third. The relay will not be in time.
Stand-up triple.
Yeah, Morton finds himself in some trouble here after he gives up the 3-run shot. He's given up 4 runs now early on in the 4th inning, and a man on third here with a seeing eye ripper down the first baseline for a triple.
It's looking like their second time around. And Charlie Morton, well, this is what he was with the Baltimore Orioles. We were hoping for better on his first start here as a Detroit Tiger at Comerica Park. Last Sunday on Sunday Night Baseball, pitched a gem. Didn't get the win, but pitched a gem. And here we are, 4-2, Angels. And there's a little timeout going. Dingler at the mound right now, speaking with Charlie Morton. Morton's 41 years old. He's not going to get upset about it. 21 pitches in the first, 12 and 12 in the second and third, 15 pitches here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, Angels have been chipping away at him as he's into the 60s pitch count-wise now. As you mentioned, a veteran, so he should be able to knock this one off, shake it off, and get out of the inning here. But
Got to stop the bleeding here.
yeah, the Angels still threatening with a man on third, only 1 out. That's a nice opening pitch sinker for a called strike.
Kikuchi got
D'Arnaud.
himself a lead sitting on the bench.
Kikuchi's road struggles, Tigers fans hope continue here. The 0-1 pitch outside evens up at 1-1.
Maybe I should pick Joe Adell up again.
And he's been on and off of our free agency in our Dynasty League. A hot and cold bat thus far through his career, more cold than hot. D'Arnaud, who's been a pretty great catcher in his career, takes the 3rd pitch in the dirt for called ball 2. Another beautiful shot from Comerica Park. The fans have quieted down a little bit. Tigers' 2-1 lead was erased with 1 swing as Joe Adell put 3 runs up in the top of the 4th here, where we still sit. Tigers down 4-2. Angels looking to tie the series up. 2-1 count here. Morton outside misses there. 3-1 count.
Just missed.
I was curious what Tiger shirt you dial up today. I like that one.
Got my old school Tiger t-shirt with my favorite logo.
Was that a jersey swap when you were playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers?
No, it was not. I did not play for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
There's a strike for Morton. He evens. It gets the full count going. 1
Come on,
out.
Charlie.
Man on third. Payoff pitch. And that one's fouled off as D'Arnaud
that you're
stays
ahead of me.
alive.
Remember, you guys were yelling at me during the playoffs because I was so far ahead of you guys? I had to pretend I didn't see what was going to happen.
Well, I just paused it. Maybe we can catch
Okay,
up with
good.
each other a little
Thank
bit.
you.
D'Arnaud facing the 3-2 pitch. That one's low and away, and he'll take first.
Oh, boy.
Morton can't get that one. Had a chance at the 3-2 count. Tigers in trouble here. Only 1 out as you get a chance to look at Joe Adell's parents, Nicole and Scott. They'd love to see some more runs from the Angels here. They do lead 4-2, and they threaten with runners on the corner here. Campero, who has struggled today, both at the plate and in the field, with a chance to get some retribution for that Javi single he bungled. Here's the bunt attempt, and doesn't work out. Throw to third, just saved there by Perez, and there's a chance for the Tigers still to hold him at third. Well, that's Ibanez, excuse me, over there at third. Nice play to hold on to that pitch out or throw out there from Dingler, trying to get him out. Here it is. A big cut on the inside. Campero 0-2 now.
Tigers 67-50 on the year. The Angels 55 wins. And, of course, they lost their manager earlier this year around Washington to an illness. Hopefully Wash is doing well and getting better. The game's better when he's in it. Bullpen is moving.
Rafael Montero. Yeah. Have we seen him yet this year?
I don't remember seeing him yet. Of course,
one of the newest Tigers.
Acquired in the trade deadline on the last second, as a matter of fact.
Yes, sir. Big pitch there from from Morton to get Campanero.
That's big.
Campero out.
Got him.
Huge play there. 2 outs now. Runners on the corners. Morton with the chance to escape this one without giving up any more runs.
It's a must. He's got to get you got to get 4 innings out of your starter here. I mean, you're taxing the bullpen as it is, but if they're hitting them, they're hitting them, right? So it's a put up or shut up time here for Charlie Morton.
That's
70
right.
pitches, looking at 71 coming down the pike right now.
If he can escape early, I think we'll see him come out for the 5th here. Just misses with that sinker.
I don't think we see him after this inning.
No?
I don't.
Okay. You heard it from
Why would they get Montero up already?
Zach Neto.
This kid's supposed to be good, right?
Another post-type sleeper that hasn't quite cashed in for the Angels. Leading off for them today, 0 for 2 thus far. And he's facing a 1-1 count as Morton works into the 70s on his pitch count. Runners at the corners. Here it is. High fastball, just misses. Count pushes to 2-1. Morton would love to get out of this inning.
Tigers were underdog in this game. They were a plus game, plus 120
at home,
entering this game.
Interesting.
Money line right now, Tigers are favored still. How about that at minus 134? And they're down 2 runs. So they do not believe in Kikuchi.
Curveball misses in the dirt.
3-1 now.
Morton waves off the first one. Likes the second sign. Here's the pitch. And he gets him on a big cut outside.
That's the way.
Full count here. Runners will be on the move with 2 outs. Corners juiced. Tigers down 4-2. Angels looking to add to their lead.
Comerica crowd trying to cheer him on here with the 2-strike clap. Gotta love it. Everyone on there trying to get Charlie Morton through this 4th inning.
High pop-up should be handled easily by the center fielder, and it is. Tigers retire the Angels, but not after they give up 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Angels up 4-2, 5 hits apiece. Dingler, Baez, Rogers. They did some damage last time. We'll see what they can do this time. Let's hear from Lady Jane's.
Let's.
You know, they're wicked awesome.
We know that.
Into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Shout out Lady Jane's. They make it nice and simple for you guys. Again, check in anytime. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 8. I think I'm going to need to cut my hair soon. I hate it. I like it because
you got your man bun in again today.
Yeah, well, it's
your mun.
I think a bun is when it goes up top. This is just out the back, but I hate the rat tail, so I got to loop it back. I like the braid, man, but I'm single and I can't pay every day to have my hair braided.
I get it. I totally get it. Your hair is you got a good head of hair. You
It's
keep
still
it nice
there.
and coiffed.
It's still there.
You still got it. I would beg for a nice head of hair like that.
You know, my buddy, he's 6'2". He always complains about my full head of hair. And I'm like, bro, you are 6'2".
I'd
Crazy.
love that, man. I'd love that. Hey, let me run you through the scoreboard right now. Mets and Brewers just underway. No score there. Yankees, they win in the ninth. They beat the Astros today 5-4. So they get their 62nd win of the year. The Orioles, 3-2 leaders over the A's right now. That's bottom of the first. The Guardians up 1-0 at the Chicago White Sox. That's the game we're watching, obviously. The Royals and Twins, no score. They are in the second. Cubs put up 2 against the Cardinals. That one is in St. Louis. They are in the first inning as well. And a couple finals earlier. Braves beat the Marlins 7-1. That's a doubleheader. That's game 1. And the Nationals beat the Giants, who are just skidding 4-2. The Nats pick up the win today. Watch those Guardians.
Definitely keeping an eye on that Guardians game, as well as the Twins and the Royals.
Dylan Dingler up 0-1 count.
Kikuchi, 65th pitch, was for a strike. He's been decently efficient here, bottom of the fourth. Dingler takes a high.
Ooh, could have been strike.
Wow. Tough pitch to lay off on there, and a tough pitch to not call a strike for Blue there, but that evens things up at 1-1. Dingler 0 for 1 on the day. Smacks one into the left field for an easy single. Nice way to start off the fourth here, Mass.
Gotta love it. Gotta get that leadoff guy on.
Tigers starting things off here in the fourth with a man on, no out, trying to get this game tied up again. They were down 1-0. Were able to take the lead 2-1. Big 3-run shot from Joe Adele got the Angels back up 4-2 here as Andy Ibanez takes the first pitch outside for a ball on a 94-mile-per-hour four-seamer.
All right, Javi. Javi with that big double earlier today, a couple innings ago. Up high. Kikuchi, 1-1 right now to Javi Baez. I'll make that a 2-0 count. Kikuchi ready for pitch number 70, Anson. 70. And Baez, yes, got himself a single.
There it is, smacked up to the center fielder. Dingler will get to third. Tigers threatening early here in the fourth. No out. Runners on the corners. Great opportunity here. The tying run is on first. Go-ahead run coming to the plate here, your buddy Jake Rogers.
Oh, man. Jake Rogers with the RBI fly out earlier in the second inning to get this one. So Javi Baez halfway to the cycle, a single and a double.
There we go.
For him.
2 Tigers halfway to the cycle. We had one in the minors hit for the cycle this week. Once again, we will talk about that later here. I'll take that pop-up again from Rogers, a C-nice single, but a real nice hit as he fouls the first pitch offering back. Kikuchi into the 70s now, pitch count-wise. Rogers, 9th batter in the order.
Ooh, just missed.
And another fortunate ball there for the Tigers.
Should have been a strike.
Counts even 1-1. Runners on the corners. 4-2. Angels lead from Comerica Park. Game 2 of the weekend series as Rogers fouls a slider off, and he'll fall behind in the count 1-2. Interesting to see 2 catchers in the lineup.
It is. Very rare. Very rare to see.
See it out with Will Smith with the Dodgers. Dalton Rushing.
Yeah. Sometimes Rogers will DH, that's for sure, when he wants to get a day off. Still one of the leaders in batting average.
Yeah. Still waiting to see Rushing come around here as we watch Rogers fall to the dirt on that one. Looked like he got a piece of it, though. Stays alive, 1 and 2.
Looked bad on that one.
I thought he got it by him.
Me too. Still 1-2 at the man on first and third right now for the Tigers as they try to get this thing tied up here, or maybe even take the lead.
Kikuchi with over 51% breaking balls thrown. That's second highest in the MLB behind suspended Emmanuel Clase.
How about that?
The vet Rogers eyes the 1-2 pitch. Big cut as he flips his bat after a swinging strike.
He gone.
He gone. Tigers go one down here, still with runners on the corner. They'd love to get at least one of these in and cut that lead in half.
Think they need to. And get Kikuchi out of the game and get into that Angels bullpen.
Absolutely.
Got to get into that bullpen.
And we've talked a few different times about how Kikuchi has struggled on the road. We'd love to see those struggles creep up here in the bottom of the fourth.
Last night's hero is up, Matt Vierling.
Absolutely. Vierling with a huge pinch hit home run as Hinch dialed him in place of Kerry Carpenter. A move that a lot of Tiger fans were questioning. But once again, the new Wizard of Woodward dialed the right situation up, and it worked out for the Tigers as Vierling with a big cut.
Well, we
on
never
a
like to
slider.
see Carpenter get pinch hit for. We never like to see that. Carps is one of the best hitters on this team. You want to see him go up there and battle, whether it's a lefty or a righty. Last night it turned out good for AJ. A lot of times it does not.
Sure did.
But
And
they're 16 over 500, so
Yeah.
he's got that.
And I think that at least half of those games above 500 you can directly put on the shoulders of AJ Hinch.
I think you're right, especially the way this team goes into that slump for hitting.
No doubt. We're, of course, talking about Vierling's 3-run home run last night that put the Tigers over the Angels 6-5 in the opening game of the weekend set. Vierling 1 for 2 today, looking for some more heroics to try and cut into this Angels lead. 2-1 count.
Good
Kikuchi.
hold.
Low. Curveball.
Good eye. Good eye.
Yeah, appeal to first. He says he didn't go.
He didn't.
Gets ahead in the count 3-1.
He checked.
Sure did. Sure did, Maz.
Oh, he was taken all the way there.
Certainly was.
3-2.
Slider right down the pipe. Maz is once again working ahead of me. Full count. Runners on the corners.
Sorry, Ernie.
Dingler trying to get over the plate. I'll take that any day, my friend. I'm a long ways away from that legend, though. Payoff pitch on its way. Number 81 for Kikuchi. This one's popped up deep. This one should be enough to get the run in.
No doubt.
Center fielder Joe Adell, he's not even going to try as he sends it into second. Tigers cut into the lead, down now just one run as the Angels are up 4-3 here in the bottom of the second.
Great at bat by Matt Vierling. Took his time, especially on that check swing. Got lucky on one of those calls. Should have been a strike, called it a ball. But Dingler comes in, and he can put his gear on now and get ready for the fifth inning. Tigers within one run here.
And you know, one of the recurring themes is the fact that the Tigers can't get high pitch counts on the opposition early in games. So as we watch that 82nd pitch of Kikuchi get fouled off by Glaber, you've got to love the fact that they're getting the work in on Kikuchi early here.
Pitch number 83 coming up to Glaber. You know he's going to work the count right now, 0-1.
And it's an outside
Ooh,
fastball.
nice pitch.
Just clipped the plate. Torres falls back 0-2, but if you can get Kikuchi into the high 80s, early 90s here,
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
done.
think you see him coming
No,
back
he's
out
done
for the
after
fifth.
this. He's done. It'd be nice if he can go out with a deficit. Nice 2-run homer would come in handy here.
Yeah, Javi. That one way outside as the run is on, and he's in safe.
Nice.
Big steal.
Great steal.
There. Javi gets himself into scoring position here.
Javi's doing it all, folks. Who knew? Who knew?
Javi got the scoring started off with that double into the corner. Now he threatens from second to tie this ball game up with 2 outs.
Little hit here. Come on, Glaber.
Yes, sir. Torres takes it low. Fastball, 97 miles per hour. Nearly didn't lay off it, but was able to check and even things up at 2.
Deuces are wild here, right?
Yes, sir. Would be
2
great.
balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, man on second.
Would be great to see a 2-run shot here, as you mentioned.
Yeah, keep the 2s.
Kikuchi steps off, pushing Baez back to second.
Ryan said, answer to Maz, WTF. What's up, Ryan?
Oh, we're loving it, Ryan. Welcome in. Smash that like button, please. Get us up over 100, chat.
Oh, good at staying alive there. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Fouled that one off. We'll try another streaming service here so we can get ahead of Maz.
Get off of me.
5 pitches so far to Torres. 2 changeup, 3 fastballs.
Oh, good eye, buddy.
What are you watching it on?
Full count.
Okay, he's ahead of me.
Full count. I'm on FanDuel.
I'm on FanDuel too.
I'm on my DirecTV app. You got DirecTV at home?
Shout out whoever our cable company is for
Yeah, thanks for nothing.
postponing your appointment with us for yet a second week in a row.
Oh!
Something's happened. I don't
I
know.
won't say anything.
I don't know. We'll see here as
Go
the
ahead.
3-2 payoff pitch. Man on second, 2 out. Tigers down 4-3. And he smacks one down the third base line. It's fair. That'll tie the ball game up as Javi walks in. And a huge RBI game-tying double from former Yankee Glaber Day Torres.
It's Glaber
one of
Day,
your
baby.
favorites.
It's Glaber Day. The ball boy gets added away, climbs into the stands. Great play. And a great day here right now for the Tigers as they tie this thing up. Glaber with another double. Javi with another run as we're all tied, and Kikuchi looking up to the heavens saying, why?
And
Why?
the buzzsaw comes out. Shout out a little to Dingler as well as Spider-Man. Huge play. Tigers playing with big-time confidence. That's carried over from last night's heroics of Matt Vierling with that 3-run shot. Tigers have tied it up at 4 apiece here after giving up 3. Kikuchi struggling on the road yet again. 1 man on as he is set to face Jumai Jones, 0 for 2 on the day. And we're looking at pitch number 89 as they leave Usain in the game.
By the way, the Tigers have jumped to minus 174 on the money line. So they are a pretty heavy favorite right now, even though it's a tie game at 4.
Connor Brogdon working out in the bullpen for the Angels. We hadn't seen any action before then. And an opening slider there fouled off, but
Jumai Jones.
kind of surprising we didn't see any work from the Angels bullpen. I think they were really hoping to get out of the 4th here.
They were, but they didn't, and it didn't happen. And Jumai Jones fouls one off his shin. That's the second Tiger now that's hurt himself. Wenceel Perez earlier today fouls one off his shin. Here comes the trainer again. This time it's Jumai Jones. This one hurt. Look at this. Ouch. Right off the bottom of his foot.
Ooh, right in that ankle area, lower foot.
That's the meat part of your foot that doesn't get much protection.
Yeah. I hear tattoos really hurt right there.
What does?
You got any tattoos, Miss?
No way, man.
Really?
If I did,
Oh.
I would get a Old English D and an
yeah.
NY.
Okay, well, you heard that, chat. We're coming up with something.
I want something small, not too big.
But we're coming up with a super chat contest to make sure that happens. And I will go and get one with you.
Yeah?
And I know where we're going.
Okay.
We're going 5150 tattoos. Shout out.
Okay.
You know who you are, one of the legends in
I
Detroit.
want the NY and the Old English D.
There we
Started
go.
in New York and wound up here in Detroit.
I like
0-2
that.
count
Would
to
you
Jumai.
Would you do one on each arm or
No,
one above
I think
the
I
other?
want them together.
Here's a shot. This one's deep right field. Looks like it's going to be handled at the warning track. Angels
missed
are
it.
able to get out.
Just missed it.
Just missed there for sure. But the damage is done.
Yes,
Tigers
sir.
put up 3 hits in the inning to the tune of 2 runs. They tie it up. We head into the top of the 5th here from Comerica Park. Tigers looking to get their 2nd win in the series. And I'll tell you what, one of our very own here at Woodward Sports, well, he tried to put the jinx on. And we brought this clip up 2 weeks ago. Tigers' lead has lessened since we first played it, but our very own Neil Rule doubled down yesterday on Big D Energy, saying that the Tigers are the Central Division champs. But, Bertie, let's remind our viewers of what Neil had to say a few weeks ago about the Central Division race.
Rest in peace to the rest of the AL Central. It's over.
God.
It is over. Tigers have an 8.5 game lead over the Guardians.
We literally did this last year.
They went 5-5 in their last 10 and lost no ground. Cleveland doesn't have the horses to make up that kind of ground. They don't. While, yes, I don't want to see them in the playoffs, Ben.
Did the Tigers have the horses last year to do it? It literally just happened last year.
Right. So what's the chances that it happens again? That someone has a historic collapse parlayed with a historic run. It hadn't happened for 60 years. It's not going to happen back-to-back years, Penny. And thank you for making my other point. You just won the lotto. You're going to win it again next year? No.
Welcome back, guys. You saw it. You heard it. Neil Rule, a few weeks ago, said that this thing was already over. Does that worry you, Mass?
I also said I thought it might be over, but I thought it was the Tigers were going to lose this lead.
Ooh.
He thought they were going to win. I thought they were going to lose, but everyone calls me the pessimist for a reason, right? I don't like the way they're playing, but hopefully they can get this thing going again and get back on the right track.
Well, they're doing their best this weekend against the obtuse Angles of L.A. 4-4.
Guess who's coming out again?
4-4. Yeah, I thought he would at 78 pitches. That was, you saw 77 and 78 here in the top of the 5th for Charlie
Good
Morton.
for him.
High inside fastball drives the count to 2-1.
No, you're way ahead.
Well, and unfortunately, they're not the Angles anymore, Maz. We've had an in-game update.
They're Angels now?
They are the Angels. A nice inside curveball for a swinging strike. Evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zach McKinstry has entered the game at shortstop.
Uh-oh.
As well as Javi being moved to center field.
Good. That's where he belongs.
He is. He's been a hell of a center fielder for the Tigers this year. He's been a hell of a player for the Tigers this year. And this one is ripped to right field for an easy single there.
That's why I didn't think he was coming back out.
Yeah, I imagine there's some action in the bullpen for the Tigers right now. You can see the frustration from Morton. But he has battled. He's only had a couple of bad moments here. That's only his 6th hit of the game. But
Montero's back up. Rafael Montero.
and
Not Kiter.
I believe that this is the first time we'll get a chance to look at Montero wearing that number 99 jersey.
This is a tough one here. Mike Trout.
Yeah. First pitch pops him up, but that one's going to be out of play.
I still have Angles on my scoreboard. Have Angels been changed up on our regular scoreboard? That would be nice.
All right, chat, we need you guys to fire up a little bit. Please share the link. If your friends don't have FanDuel, they're not watching the game, tell them to watch it with us. And please smash that like button. We are way low on likes right now. I know you guys like to see Maz here calling a baseball game. This is the Tigers live stream here. Tigers are even with the Angels 4-4. We're in the top of the 5th from Comerica Park, downtown Detroit. Tigers looking to take the 2nd game of the series and go up 2-0 in the weekend slate here as Mike Trout takes an outside fastball, called strike.
That was a ball.
I don't know. We'll have to take another closer look at this one.
That was a ball, but we'll take it.
Morton got the veteran call on that one. Let's take a look here. And the sinker, man, it did look like it missed, Mass.
It did. It missed. Mike Trout gave him an earful, too. I mean, come on. That's Mike Trout. You can't ring him up like that. But we'll take it. One out, one on. And the dangerous Taylor Ward is up, who is 2 for 2 so far.
Been a thorn in the
Yep.
side of the Detroit Tigers today. Hopefully we can get him out. That is direct from on top, sir. And I would agree. The Tigers are in a tough spot here. We've got people thinking that they're not going to do it. We got people thinking that they are going to do it. I think that a win here and a sweep in this series will go a long way to silencing the critics, including you, my friend.
Oh, yeah. No question. 1 and 2 count right now.
Morton, pretty efficient today, obviously working quickly within the count. 60 strikeouts to only 28 balls. You'd love to see a few more of those here with the 1-2 count fouled off by Taylor Ward. Once again, he's been the guy for the Angels today at 2 for 2 on the day.
He's happy that Morton is still in this game.
I bet he is.
He's very happy. This is a big out right here. Keep this guy off base and keep it tied.
Pitch number 90 right over the plate. This one is charged.
Uh-oh.
Might be out of there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and it surely is.
Uh-oh.
Tried to make the catch over the wall, but it was just past his reach. 2-run home run from Taylor Ward. How many RBIs is that for this kid today?
That's 3.
Man, and he puts the Tigers up 2 with his 3rd RBI of the day. 3 for 3. He's on his way to the cycle now, too.
He is. Angels. And Morton is pissed. He is kicking the dirt. And he hung one up again. Let's see how fast it was. It was right there, 82-mile-an-hour curveball. That was like a home run derby pitch.
I might have been able to hit that.
Home run derby pitch. That's not good. I would expect to see Montero now.
Yeah, and you had the right call.
Yep.
You were surprised to see Morton come out here.
I don't see how you let him face that part of the lineup.
You know, let him get that first out.
Yep.
He got the first out.
And they pulled him.
And they should have pulled him for
Too late
Ward.
now.
Ward had his number all day long. As we see new Tiger Rafael Montero get his mitt checked by the ump, he will toe the rubber as we head to a break here. It's frustrating when you see AJ make all these great calls. But then when you see him take a guy like Skubal out early with 2 outs in an inning, maybe in the 6th, maybe in the 5th, you want to see him finish.
Yeah.
Then you see a guy who's put up 4 runs, his first time out here. You want to get him off the mound with some confidence in a tie ball game. And I think that they had the perfect chance there. Seems like AJ made a mistake here, first one of the game.
3 for 3, Taylor Ward in this game, and 3 RBI. And that was the guy you needed to keep off the bases. Mike Trout, we lucked out that was a called strike 3 on that one.
No doubt about that.
He didn't get away with it. He did not get away with it. So the Tigers find themselves down 2 runs. Did you know the Yankees had Old Timers Day today at the stadium?
Oh, tell us.
They're celebrating the 2000 season, which they beat the Mets. That was their 3rd straight World Series championship. Mariano Rivera was playing in the outfield. He tore his Achilles. The great Mariano Rivera tore his Achilles going for a fly ball. You know, when you get see, even great athletes, when you get up in age, can do damage to themselves.
What was it's his last name. I'm David Thompson in the Old Timers game when they used to still do that during the NBA All-Star weekend when he blew out his ACL.
Skywalker.
You remember that?
Of course I remember.
Oh man, that was the last game they ever played with the Old Timers.
That's too bad.
Rafael Montero this season, 39 innings, 5.7 plus ERA. Let's see what he looks like in Tigers white for the first time. 1 out. First pitch is a fastball called for a strike. Off to a good start for the Tigers.
This would be a nice addition to the team if he could bring back the old days when he was with the Atlanta Braves.
Montero High fastball there, taken inside for a called ball. Yon Moncada 0 for 1, as well as a free base after he got hit in the ankle earlier in the game.
He came around and scored.
He sure did, looking for his first single today as he misses on that one. Fouled it back, the splitter, 88 mile per hour. And we're going to have to restart the stream here. Hopefully I can stay ahead of Maz.
What happened?
1-2 is the count. 1 out. Montero, Moncada. Angels up 6-4 in Detroit. And something happened there, but I didn't see what it was because it...
He fouled it off. It's still
Okay.
1-2.
There we go. 1-2 pitch. This one low. Looked like it might have clipped, but just off the plate.
Yeah, just missed.
Yeah, evens things up at 2-2 here. Taylor Ward, the story thus far today, responsible for half of the Angels' runs. Montero outside, pushes the count to 3-2. Love to see him get his first batter out as a Tiger.
Bases are empty right now, so it's his game right now going forward.
Joe Adell responsible for the other 3 runs today.
He's waiting on deck.
That's
Look
right.
out.
And a nice little Olay swing there gets Montero his first
take it.
strikeout as a Detroit Tiger. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Tigers trail 6-4. That was a nasty pitch right there.
Sure was.
Montero 7 pitches into his Tiger career here. The dreads falling out the back of his hat.
Joe Adell, dangerous. His parents watching.
That's right. Outside fastball.
1-0.
1-0. Fourth in the MLB with 164 home runs. The Angels hoping to get another one here. Adele with a big cut on the splitter. Misses for a 1-1 count. Nice pitch.
Very nice. Joe Adell's feeling it, though. Like we said, he's had a pretty darn good month.
No problem offensively here thus far for both teams.
I wish I had the over right now.
Hey, outside fastball misses. Over would have been a very nice bet. That's for sure. Rafael, who likes to lean on that splitter four-seam combo. You won't see many sliders or sinker, but on occasion. And you see the slider there for the call for the missed strike. Big swing from Adell. He falls down 2-2.
2 outs here, folks. Deuce is wild again. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Joe Adell against Rafael Montero.
And 2-2 pitch on its way. High fastball smoked down the left line. That one will be foul.
Just foul.
Boy, that felt like the earlier shot that we saw from Adell, just not into center field. Adell, of course, with that 3-run homer earlier in the game to put the Angels up 4-2. They still have a 2-run lead at 6-4 now. Top of the 5th, 2 out. Here's a shot to third. Easily handled there.
Alrighty.
And they get out of the inning. But the damage is done.
Big time.
Tigers tied it up 4-4, but that didn't last long as Charlie Morton gave up 2 runs before he was chased. Angels head into the bottom of the 6th here with a 6-4 lead.
Bottom 5.
Bottom 5, yes, You're correct. Sorry about that.
Game slowing down.
Well, we just watched Charlie Morton. Looked really good at times, dialed up 4 strikeouts, but he is one of our newest Tigers. This is the first time we've gotten a chance to see him. I want to show you his numbers this year in 2025. This is courtesy of Baseball Savant. This is his numbers, and they're not exciting in 2025. Got 2 charts
Orioles
here.
are a bad team.
Yeah, we're going to show you what his pitches look like in 2025. You see all blue there, and not much. His ground balls have been decent. He's been getting some swinging strikes on guys, but a lot of those numbers are in the blue. You rewind the clock to 2021, and you'll see the pitcher that Chris Fetter and A.J. Hinch are hoping that they traded for. Again, this is courtesy of Baseball Savant. We'll take a look now at his 2025 graph, and you'll see it changes. It changes from all blue and just a couple of reds into reds. This was prime time Charlie Morton. You see a couple of years in between. They're kind of around that 50% mark. But you look up and down the board there, the guy was pitching his ass off. I believe
he's had some good starts prior to becoming a Tiger as well. Again, with a team that really wasn't playing well in the Orioles.
Yeah, 8 of his last 9 starts for the Orioles, he gave up 3 runs or less. Tigers are hoping to tap into some of that skill and potential that we've seen from him in the past. But
couldn't give him 5 today, though.
No, couldn't quite.
4 1/3.
Gave him 4 and 1.
4 1/3.
It was that second out that they wanted that he never did find, but he was instead gave up 2 runs. And that is where the game sits now as we go into the bottom of the 5th. A couple of happy fans from Novi there. Beautiful family. But Tigers looking to tie this thing up. First pitch to Torkelson is fouled off.
And we thank the Angels for bringing out Kikuchi again.
Yeah, 92 pitches. Surprising to see him.
Come on, Torque.
Couple of rocks on the mound there from Kikuchi. And this pitch is high for ball 1. 1-1's the count. Torkelson 0 for 2 today, looking for his first hit on the day.
He needs to wake up.
Yeah, he does. Nice to see him take that pitch, though. Lays off ball 2.
He's not afraid to walk.
He's not afraid to swing either. And he doesn't on his 4th pitch. Called ball 3 there. 3-1. Torque ahead. Kikuchi nearing 100 pitches in this one. 96th pitch on its way. And this one smacked down the left field line foul as we face a full count here. Torkelson looking for his first hit. The Dan's having a good time up in the broadcast booth.
Great to
there.
see my guy have fun.
No doubt. Torkelson, ball 4 there.
Walk, baby.
Low slider, takes. Tigers, no outs, 1 man on.
Come on, Kikuchi, you can do it.
That's right. Tigers would love to get another one off of this kid.
Here comes Zach McKinstry.
Zach hitting 270.
The late entry to the All-Star game.
And the late entry into this game, too.
Yep, he earned it. Hasn't been the same since. Neither has his team.
And we'll see if Kikuchi is pulled after McKinstry here as we see Brogdon warming up in the bullpen. First pitch slider to McKinstry. Z-Mac, just an awesome addition this year, Maz.
No doubt, man. Great player. Does everything except right there. What a double play.
Oh, smacks it to the first baseman, handles it, sends it over short with the tag, and the double play puts him away. 1 out left remaining for the Tigers here, but no men on. Not what you wanted to see there from Z-Mac's first at-bat.
I don't know about that out at second.
Ooh, that one's close.
I think he's safe.
Might go to the review here.
I think he's safe.
Let's see if
We'll
we
see
can
if
get
the
a better
Tigers go to
angle.
the replay. But the ball was hit directly at the first baseman in the air. Oh, nope, they did not look at it.
Decide not
They
to
decide
look
not
at
to
it.
do it. So 2 outs and Andy Ibanez, who was 1 for 2 tonight.
100th pitch of the game for Kikuchi is a swinging strike on Andy. Kikuchi having a heck of an outing here. It seemed like he was going to get chased after he gave up 2 runs there in the bottom of the 4th, but they bring him back out. And thus far, he's been efficient getting the first 2 Tigers out.
What are they doing? It must be there was something at home plate that they called timeout. The catcher cleaned off home plate, brushed something away.
Maybe a locust. Locust
be.
been all over the place lately. 0-1 pitch is low. evens things up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ibanez 1 for 2 to the day. We could definitely use a hit here.
No question. We'll take a 2-out rally.
Kikuchi gets
not going to get it.
him to pop out to right field, and Kikuchi will retire the side after giving up an early walk to Spencer Torkelson, but he will most likely leave the game with a comfortable 6-4 lead as we head into the top of the 6th. Now, we mentioned a few guys in this game are eligible for the cycle. They're on pace.
Yeah.
But one of our own in the minor leagues hit for the cycle for the Mud Hens over the weekend. I think Birdie's got something for us on that one. You know, this is a guy, we talk about the McGonicals, we talk about the Josue Briseños, a lot of great names down there, but they're not. What's that?
The cycle.
It's the cycle, and it's from Twitter. So
Eduardo Valencia. Is
yes,
his
sir.
name, huh?
Eduardo Valencia was able to hit for the cycle, I believe, on it's Thursday or Friday night. What a lot of fans don't realize is beyond those top names that you keep hearing, the names that I just mentioned, the Tigers have the best farm system in all of baseball.
I know, but
You know
I'd
about
rather have
Valencia?
I'd rather have the best major league team.
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
the fact is our window isn't just this year in
I understand
2025.
that, but-
The window seems to be
I get it.
looking like it's the rest of this decade, Mass.
Well, I just want to win now because we don't know what tomorrow looks like, right?
Who's the first guy you would have traded? Lorenzo seems like a really nice piece,
Listen,
capital-wise, that the
I would have
Tigers
kept
could
my
use.
top 5 guys. Other than that, everybody should have been available to
Okay.
me to get somebody in here. And I think they should have had Suarez in here. He would have really done something for this lineup. Protected Torkelson and Green.
Yeah.
Showed them how to be a professional hitter. There's no veteran on this team. They're all young guys.
Yeah. Eugenio really, to me, was about the only great bat that seemed to be available. Wouldn't have mind seeing them pay the price of a Theron Lorenzo, but it just didn't happen as we come back for the top of the 2nd here. Luis Rengifo, 1 for 2 on the day. Montero looking for his 3rd out as a Detroit Tiger. High fastball taken for a ball.
He had a triple in the 4th, Rengifo. Batting .248 right now.
Great
His
OP.
OPS only .626.
Normally a great OPS guy in his past, but not this year as he slaps one to short for an easy first out in the 6th here.
1 out. It'll be nice to see Rafi do some damage here, get 2-3 innings under his belt,
Yeah.
and not have to tax that bullpen as much because you only got 4 1/3 out of your starter, Charlie Morton, who was trying to win his first home game for the Tigers. Didn't work out.
As we get a look at some of the cool Tigers merch there, make sure you head on over to woodwardsports.com, click on the shop, and get some of the awesome Woodward apparel that we have. Very unique stuff as we see a slider clip the outside of the plate for a first strike on Travis d'Arnaud. Fun name to say.
I always thought it was Darno.
Could be.
Yeah,
Could be, but he is French, so I'm going to say d'Arnaud.
that's fine.
Second pitch on the way, inside.
Almost hit him.
Splitter, nearly did. We're in the top of the 6th here from Comerica Park. Game 2, the weekend series with the Los Angeles Angels. Tigers stole the first one last night in the heroics of Matt Vierling's late home run, 3-run shot. Here,
Nice
d'Arnaud
play.
with a shot down third, but it's handled
Wow.
for out number 2. Nice play.
Great play.
Heck of a glove from Andy Ibanez there. He's made a couple of very nice plays. This one to his knees, the turn and gun, no problem getting d'Arnaud at first.
He doesn't have the speed, as you know. Catchers mostly do not
Those
have the
catchers
speed.
aren't that quick.
Right.
What's the fastest catcher you can recall?
Oh boy.
Now, what about your boy from the Yankees?
Maybe Joe Mauer.
What was the catcher from the Yankees, the most underrated guy of all time?
Thurman Munson?
No, what's the little guy with the weird looking face and he's kind
Yogi Berra?
Yeah, what position did he play?
He was a catcher.
I thought so.
He's a major league leader in World Series championships. He's got a ring on every finger.
I watched a documentary on him,
Yeah,
and everyone sleeps on him, and it's just because of his fun name.
Yep, fantastic. Definitely overlooked.
Yeah, 1-1 pitch here to Campero, who's kind of been a punching bag today. He's 0 for 2. He falls behind in the count here. 1-2. Also was responsible for that near catch that turned into the double in the corner for Javi, the RBI double. Got the Tigers on the board to start the game. Montero here with one over the plate, just over shortstop's head, and he will reach for the first time today. Tigers with 2 outs and 1 on. Angels 6-4 here and staying alive.
That was a meatball, and he hit it for a single to left field.
Yeah,
It's 2 out though. Let's finish it up here.
They
But they go to the top of the order now. So they got their 9th hitter, and they get to turn over the lineup anyway to Zach Neto. Owen starts with the ball.
Neto 0 for 3 today, lays off the slider from Montero. Neto.
Look at the way he wears his pants above his knees. Wears the socks all the way up past his knees.
Does. And he pops this one up.
This
Should
one
be
up.
an easy ball for
Good inning for
Torkelson.
Montero.
Torkelson
Yes, sir.
handles it. And they give up 1 hit, but they retire the side. Montero with his 4th out as a Tiger.
8 hits apiece as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, but the runs aren't equal. They're 6-4. Angels lead here.
Let me get you some scoreboard update, Anson.
That's right. Well, before we do that, let's take a look at what Woodward Sports has to offer in our weekly lineup. 4 great shows, starting at 8, finishing at 7, and got a couple of new things for you. Bertie will dial that up for you here in just a moment, and then we will get to some scores around the league after we finish up the 6th inning from Comerica Park. Shout out to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. As you know, it is wicked awesome. Of course, Les Stanford Buick GMC, one of the largest selections in the state. Got some awesome deals on their 2025 models.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy.
I had a couple
we harness
friends
the power
already
of multiple
text
dealerships
me
and own the biggest
and say,
selection
"Why
of
didn't the
GM
Tigers
brands in the
challenge?"
area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Maz, you mentioned that attempted steal at second, and you got some people texting you.
Yeah, telling me, why didn't they challenge that? I have really no idea. I thought Torkelson got back safe, but they did not. And here we go to the bottom of the 6th, and we're down 2 runs, 6-4. And we'll see if we can get it going here.
And the Tigers dialing up their Tiger of the Day, Brandon Lyon, 12 seasons with 6 teams, 65 games with the Tiger in 2009. His son, selected by the Mariners in the 10th round of this year's amateur draft.
I like that.
I don't recall Brandon Lyon. I'm not
Dylan
gonna,
Dingler.
I ain't lying.
Dylan Dingler against Zephyrhan.
New pitcher in for the Angels. Kikuchi done for the day, and it is Zephyrhan. There's a name I am unfamiliar with. Ryan Zephyrhan, or Jean. 5.31 ERA through 42 innings this year. This is a guy that the Tigers should be able to do some damage against. Dingler, 0-1, facing his second pitch here. Bottom of the 6th. Tigers trailing 4-6. Outside cutter had Dingler swinging. He falls behind 0-2 here.
Tigers gave out floppy hats tonight. You see a couple in the stands.
I like that. That would look good on you, my friend.
You think?
I do.
I would look like Fredo from The Godfather when he went out for his last boat ride.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Fredo.
I didn't like that. Michael should not have killed his brother.
Yeah, well, he had to go, man. And Zephyrjan needs to go here. He's behind in the pitch clock, but they don't call it on him as the outside sweeper gets him swinging. Dingler
Wasn't even close.
Strikes out. No.
Wasn't even close.
Back-to-back well outside shots. He swung at one of them. Would have liked to have seen him lay off both.
We got Javi coming up.
Ryan Zephyrjan with one out here.
Javi with a single and a double so far. Let's get a triple here.
Javi, big cut there, just missed on the cutter. Javi's had a day.
And a stolen base, right? Single, double, run, stolen base. This one is going to get down.
Javi smacks one center field, and it does indeed get down to the center fielder there. Tigers with one on, one out here. And the tying run comes to the plate, my friend.
Yes, sir. He blew his chance at the cycle, though, to keep the cycle alive.
Yeah, that's
we might
okay.
need extra innings to keep that going.
I'll take the perfect day thus far.
It is. 3 for 3 for Javi Baez.
Yeah, if we can keep
Fantastic.
Javi hot, it would go a long way to holding on to this lead in the Central Division.
Rake Rogers is up.
The Rake. I feel like he, you remember Iron Mike Sharp from the WWF?
No.
Was a guy that always got beat, kind of a
That's
heel.
Jake Rogers?
I feel like Jake Rogers
right.
could be a solid heel that never wins one wrestling match. Javi on first. Jake Rogers, 1-0 pitch here from Zephyrjan. Another high cutter, misses, and he takes 2-0. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see you across from me. First
Back at
time
you, buddy.
doing the Tigers live stream here. Woodward Sports, please smash that like button, chat. Appreciate you guys joining us. If you're not down at the ballpark, beautiful weather for the second game of the Angels series. They do lead here 6-4. Bottom of the sixth.
Zephyrjan is a wild thing here.
Another low cutter there. Rogers gets well ahead 3-0 here.
Are you swinging here or are you taking one?
I think Rogers,
Man on first?
well, Rogers got a nice rip in today, so I'd be giving him the green light, but the veteran probably will be taking here.
He took.
And he does. Easy strike over the plate, a little bit on the outside, but called strike there. 3-1 is the count.
Oh, he was unbuckling his thing.
Here's the pitch. And that one definitely got the plate. Not sure why Rogers was looking to undo his shin guard there. Easy called strike. Great pitch from Zephyrjan. 3-2 count.
Can't show up the ump that way,
No, you can't.
especially when you're a catcher.
Indeed. Indeed, Maz. One on, one out. Pitch number 12 for Zephyrjan. 3-2 on its way. Well outside. This time, they appealed to first. Said he didn't go. Very close on that one. I
You're not
thought he
kidding.
went.
You're not kidding. Guess what? We get to flip the lineup over for Matt Vierling.
There we go. Matt
2
Vierling,
men on.
last night's hero. Here is it is the shot. The pinch hit shot on a 96 mile per hour fastball, drives it into left field. Looks like about the 6th, 7th row, making a fan from Algonac very, very happy there.
Matt Vierling has a chance to get this game even, but guess what? He's getting pinch hit for. Right? He is getting
boy.
pinch hit for, Anson.
And it's Kerry Carpenter,
the
guy
he pinch hit for last night.
That's right.
Kerry Carpenter stepping up. Zephyrjan looks like he's going to throw up.
Maz, the great call there. Zephyrjan, it sounds like throw up when you say that last name. My apologies to any of the Zephyrjans in the chat right now, but please smash that like button for us. If you do have any super chats, go ahead and put them in. We'll skip you to the front of the line and make sure we read them. Runners on first and second, Rogers and Javi. One out here. Tigers with the go-ahead run at the plate. Kerry Carpenter hitting .290 on the season.
As a career pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter. Career, not on the season. It's a hell of a stat as a pinch hitter. Triple, a double, and 4 RBIs pinch hitting as this one's in the dirt. d'Arnaud is able to stay ahead of it.
Matt Vierling is still in the dugout looking around saying, wish I would have had a chance.
Yeah, I bet he would have.
Wish I would have had a chance. He looks so disappointed.
He certainly does. But this could turn into a look of jubilation with just one swing of the bat here. But he certainly looked frustrated. The pitch to Carpenter, 1-0. Smacks that one foul. Took that sweeper to the right foul side.
This is a big part of the game here. Bottom of the sixth, 2 men on, 1 out, and Kerry Carpenter pinch hitting for Matt Vierling.
We'll see if that momentum from last night can carry in here. You know, Carp wanted the opportunity last night to get back into that ball game.
I don't understand why this guy doesn't play almost every day, but I'm not managing the team.
Yeah, A.J. Hinch has his formula. He wasn't part of it last night, but Carpenter is today. The 1-1 pitch from Zephyrjan. Nice sweeper. Low. Got him swinging. 1-2 is the count. 4-6 Tigers trail.
Oh, boy.
Maz is ahead of me. Don't like that sound. And a great sweeper there. Zephyrjan had that one moving. Clipped the outside of the plate for a called strike 3.
Caught him looking. Not a good at bat.
Pause your game, buddy.
Pardon?
Pause your game for about 3 seconds. Por favor.
Excuse me. 2 outs, 2 men on, and Glaber is up.
Takes ball 1. Zephyrjan looking to uncork his 18th pitch. And that one, another sweeper. Got a lot of movement on his pitches, and he's been able to locate them well. Evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike for Glaber Day. Glaber 1 for 2 today with a walk and an RBI double. Takes a big cut at a low cutter. And that's going to make him fall behind 1-2 in the count.
He's got a walk, a double, and an RBI tonight. With runners in scoring position this year, 346 average and just under a 1,000 OPS.
Yeah, he's been
for Glaber.
Tremendous. 948.
Baez at second, dying to come home here.
Outside pitch takes. Evens things up at 2-2. 2 men on, 2 out. Down 2 with bottom of the 6th here. Torres looking for his 2nd hit of the day. This would be a big timely hit for the Tigers as they look to get the 2nd game of the series here. Took a check swing and an outside sweeper and was able to foul that one off. Staying alive, Mass.
Stay alive, baby. That's the name of the game. This guy, man, is having a hell of a year.
I feel like
a 1-year contract. He is really making the most of it.
I feel like you got down to the Bee Gees.
No doubt.
Staying alive, baby.
Yep. Whew.
Just missed with the sweeper there. Torres, tough pitch to lay off on. But now we've got runners ready to run here on a 3-2 count. 2 outs. Men on first and second here. We'll watch him go with the pitch. And he smacks it right to short. This one should be easily handled. He's unable to beat that one out. Tigers go down with a man on first and second. 9 hits to 8 hits. Tigers lead there, but they trail in runs 6-4 as we take a look at some scores from around the league. Maz, you want to do that breakdown?
Yep, I got you. Let me hit a refresh here so we
Very
can get
curious
fresh
to
numbers.
hear what's going on.
Mets and Brewers tied at 2 right now. That is in Milwaukee. Great game last night. The Brewers pulled that off late. Yankees came back, beat the Astros 5-4 today. Reds and Pirates deadlocked at 1 as they go to the 7th. The A's 7, the Orioles 3. They are in the 5th inning. No pitching there. Here's the one you want to look at. Top of the 4th, Guardians 2, White Sox 1. That one is in Chicago. The Royals up 1-0 on the Twins as they play the bottom of the 5th. Marlins trying to get even with the Braves. They lost game 1, so they're up 4-0 right now against the Braves in the 4th. Cubs trouncing the Cardinals 7-0. Rangers over the Phils 1-0. Phillies, I think, are a World Series team. They're fun to watch. Rockies and Diamondbacks just underway. And the Giants lose again. Nationals beat them earlier 4-2.
Let's go back to the Guardians game and the Twins game.
Yeah.
Where are they at?
Guardians are up 2-1 in the 6th, and the Royals are up 1-0.
Okay.
Against the
Love to
Twins.
see the White Sox be able to beat the Guardians in Chicago. But we head back here to the game in Detroit, live from Comerica Park.
6-4 as we head to the 7th.
Yeah, would love to see the Tigers be able to shut the Angels' bats down the rest of the way, but we need some more timely hitting. We saw a little bit of it early on. Definitely going to need it through the final 3 innings of this game. If you're watching the Tigers broadcast, you're getting a chance to see the scoring summary here. Unfortunately, a lot of it going the Angels' way. A couple of deep balls for them. Tigers have been piecing it together to get their runs across the board. Love to see a big shot from them, but we'll
Tyler
have
Holton, baby.
Yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit here as Tyler Holton comes out. Been pitching at better of late, got his ERA just under 4, and we'll see what he can do here as he gets the first pitch to ground out to first. He covers. Tigers get the first out of the top of the 7th.
It'd be nice to see Tyler Holton do something here as Mike Trout stepping up to the plate. Trout was in St. Clair Shores yesterday, my hometown.
Really?
Yeah, he went out on this. My neighbor runs a muskie fishing boat. And guess who went out with him? None other than Mike Trout as he takes a strike, 0-1.
Great story. Love Trout won me a couple of championships in fantasy baseball there as he takes a cutter for a called strike. Holton, 1 pitch, 1 down to start. His second pitch was for a strike. Third pitch on its way here. And a check swing, and they're going to get him. They appealed to first. They say that he went around, so Holton gets ahead of Trout here, 0-2. Holton, another guy that is efficient, likes to work quickly, as he'll uncork pitch number 4 and got by Trout, but he couldn't handle it. So what should have been a strike 3 there will allow Trout to stay on. It looks like he got a piece of that, foul tipped it, and Dingler couldn't hold on.
Tough play anyway.
Yeah.
Still 0-2. Pitch number 5 for Holton coming up.
Inside cutter taken for a ball. Holton was such a key piece to the Tigers' run last year and their pitching chaos. Hasn't been the same pitcher this year, but has been better of late as he puts a changeup into the dirt to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. My favorite Tiger last year, Mass. Tyler Holton. Absolutely.
How good would this team have been if Jackson Jobe could have stayed healthy?
Oh, man, he was looking very, very good as Holton gets Trout to pop up here. Right fielder will call off the second baseman and handle that one easy. And the killer, Taylor Ward, heads back to the plate. He's 3 for 3 today. Yeah, we like to see that. Teammates with 25 home runs each this year, Joe Adell and Tyler Ward, Soto, Alonso, Suzuki, PCA. And Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson, only 4 teammates in the MLB right now with 25-plus home runs apiece, as Ward takes an inside pitch for ball 1.
Got to keep Ward from having this perfect night. Got to end it right here.
There, and you called it. Very timely call from Maz as he smacks a grounder to third, and the Tigers with a 1-2-3 inning, they needed that. Absolutely. After they gave up 2 runs in the top of the 6th,
they get the stretch now.
That's right. Speaking of the stretch, tell me a good baseball story. Tell me a 7th inning stretch baseball story, Matt.
Oh, hell, man. I've got so much great baseball stories. I don't want to take you back too far, but obviously what worries me about this Tigers team is they had that big lead, 14, 15 games, and it takes me back to 1977 when you weren't born yet.
I wasn't.
And the Boston Red Sox were up 14.5 on the New York Yankees.
Oh, wow.
The Yankees went into Boston's Fenway Park, and they called it the
14
Boston
and a
Massacre.
half?
14 and a half in August.
In August?
In August.
Wow.
Late August.
Wow.
The Yankees swept them in Boston. It was called the Boston Massacre, and took the lead with a week to go in the they came all the way back, and the Yankees took the lead in the AL East and gave it back the last week, and they played the tie game on Monday at Fenway. And who hit the home run for the Yankees to send them to the World Series?
Reggie?
Bucky Dent.
Bucky Dent.
They call him Bucky Bleepin' Dent.
Wow.
Still to this day in Boston. So that was why I worry, because I've lived through a collapse. And my team was the one that actually got back and took the lead, and they got lucky. They played that one game, and they got that win. Bucky Dent, there was a pitch from Mike Torres, the former Yankee, and the rest is history, man. Reggie hits 3 home runs against Bob Welch and not Bob Welch, but 3 different pitches in 77 World Series, and they go back-to-back.
Now, when did Billy Martin start managing the Yankees?
Well, many times.
Yeah.
Many times, but he was there for the 77.
He was.
He was there for the 76, 77, 78, 79 season.
Now, did you guys go on to win it that year?
Yeah, they won in 77 and 78.
Fantastic.
And then 79, of course, We Are Family, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Well, the Tigers are looking to avoid the collapse and losing the Central Division. They have a 6-game lead as we enter the bottom of the 7th here from Comerica Park. Outside pitch from Burke to Jahmai Jones. Takes it for a ball. Tigers need a win here to get the second victory of this weekend set with the Angels. Of course, they won last night 6-5 on the back of Matt Vierling's 3-run shot. Second pitch in for a called strike.
Big inning here, man. 2-run deficit. Jahmai Jones, if he can get on, he could steal. So let's see if he can get this thing ignited.
Yeah, as he takes a low change up there, clip the bottom of the zone. Nice pitch there. Very nice pitch.
1-2 count right now on Jahmai Jones.
Shout out Black Rock. Got some awesome sweepstakes that we're offering up right now.
Heck,
make sure you tune in throughout the week to find out more about those guys.
We're going to win a free helicopter trip around Detroit.
Amazing. And they gave out free fillet for a year as Jahmai Jones gets filleted on that changeup. Swinging strike is strike number 3, and he is an over on the day, Mass.
He is. Not good. Not a good thing at all. As we head into the late innings here, Tigers trailing 6-4.
Torkelson back up 0 for 2. Frustrating day for him thus far.
Torque.
Did draw a walk.
We don't want walks.
Not from that guy.
We need a home run.
Not from that guy.
We need a double. We need a triple. Come on.
Torkelson smacks one foul. Falls behind in the count. 0-2 on that miss of the changeup there. Got some wood on it, but was a little late.
.241 average. Still 8.13 on the ops. 25 home runs.
Takes a 98-mile-per-hour fastball outside for his first ball against Burke here. Burke working efficiently out of the bullpen thus far. strikeout on Jahmai Jones to start the inning off. Now he falls, allows that outside pitch to be ball number 2, evening the count up here. Torkelson looking for his first hit of the day, was able to reach first on that walk, as we mentioned, as he pops this one foul.
Stays alive, though. 2-2.
He's battled today, that's for sure.
He does. He's not a 1-2-3 strikeout guy. You get 800-plus OPS, you're a good hitter.
Yeah.
But we need power out of him. That's the issue, and it hasn't happened lately. Hopefully, turns around.
Brock Burke, he's got a fullback's name, but he's got a
great name,
cannon of a left there, as he misses with the changeup, driving the count full.
We like that. Let's get it going. Get that first man on base.
Yes,
Torque's
sir.
got a good eye.
Love to see a back-to-back walk for Torkelson here. As we
beautiful view of the city here.
Look at that big new building there in Detroit, changing our whole skyline. Torkelson takes a big cut at this one, pops it up. This should be handled easily in right field by Campero, and he does.
Out number 2.
Campero looks like he's pushing about 5'7" there.
He's big enough to make the majors.
Shout out to Venn Johnson Law. If you need justice in your life, you need the lawyers at Venn Johnson. Check them out at venlaw.com. McKinstry.
Hey, Drew Lane's watching us.
There we go. What's up, Drew?
Hey, Drew.
That's fantastic. I know my mom will be happy to hear about that. McKinstry's second time up here today. They brought him in the 4th. Takes a low slider for a strike.
They called that a strike?
Definitely not a strike. A few inches off of
Check
the
that
zone
guy's
there.
passport.
Hey.
Come on, Zach. Get it going. 2-out rally.
That one fouled away for strike number 2. Bottom of the 7th here. Tigers running out of chances. They're down to their final 7 outs as they trail 6-4. Bottom of the 7th, Comerica Park. They did take game 1 last night from the Angels. Angels looking to tie the series up before Sunday. Brock Burke well outside.
Brock Burke. It reminds me of Brock, what's his name? From
Brock Bowers?
Not Brock Bowers. I'm thinking about the movie. I'm thinking about Boogie Nights.
Oh, there you go.
Brock Landers.
Yes, sir. Brock Landers. 1-2 pitches on its way high.
2-2.
McKinstry takes. That's a tough shot to stay off of there. That pitch, really tough to lay off on. I always like the high heat as a player myself. Ibanez in the batter's box.
Hey, Doughboy Steve liked my story about the Yankees.
I liked it as well. We'll have to get more of those out of you, my friend. As Burke misses with the outside fastball. Full count here.
He worked it all the way.
Yes,
from
sir.
0-2 to 3-2.
A little bit of work there.
Is that Kenley Jansen warming up? I think it is. It is.
Payoff pitch on its way from Burke.
Good
Outside
eye,
for
baby.
a ball. Yeah, McKinstry does his job. Gets on base with 2 out here. Tying run will step to the plate here.
Love it.
Andy Ibanez. 1 for 3 on the day. Opportunity to be a hero here, or at least keep the inning going and the scoring chance alive for the Tigers here. Bottom of the 7th. First pitch sends that one foul.
Are you going to watch the Fantastic Four this weekend?
I am waiting for the HD version to get on my pirate side. They just have the Russian camera work at this point.
That
like
sounds-
people walking through the
sounds
shot,
exciting. Yeah,
people
it
coughing in the background.
Sounds great.
Ibanez.
You're a pirate.
I am a pirate. Ibanez pirates that
Ooh.
pitch. This one might have a chance. Great play from short. Had to rush up on that one to get a glove on it and guns him out at first. Tigers are retired in the bottom of the 7th here. They're down to their final 6 out as we head into the top of the 8th. Once again, the Angels leading 6-4 at this point. Now, we did get a pick from our friend Nick Kohloff,
Nick Kohloff?
our Tigers insider. I do want to sweep back to that.
What did he send us?
And what he had said was 2 selection. He had parlayed Gleyber Torres to get a single today or any kind of a hit, and for the Tigers to win. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, your boy Gleyber Torres has a hit today.
Oh, yeah. No question. A couple of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, bottom of the 7th here.
We go to the top of the 8th.
Just finished the bottom of 7th. We'll see if Nick's bets were right. We weren't able to get them to you before the game, but you see him there. Would have been a pretty nice one if the Tigers are able to come from behind and get a couple more runs to tie this thing up and ultimately win.
Meanwhile, all the Cub fans out there are happy that their team is winning tonight 7-0 over St. Louis. That's another team that's had the big lead and have given it all back. And they're in a slump. The Yankees and Mets are in terrible slumps. A lot of teams, not just the Tigers, giving some games back. And that's why they call it the dog days of August.
It seems like a lot of the best teams struggled out of the All-Star break.
Facts. This happens to be this year. That we didn't want it to happen to our team, but
sure,
we kind of figured when was it going to happen, right? I mean, there were 24 games over 500. I'm like, wow, can this keep going on? And the answer is no.
No.
There's 16 games over 500. They'd be 15 if they lose this one. And the Guardians, I think, are still
Guardians
they still have a lead.
2-1
Yep.
in Chicago.
2-1 lead over the Chi Sox.
Yep. Royals with a 1-run lead over the
Tyler
Twins.
Holton's still
middle
in, my friend.
of the 6th from Minnesota. As we get back to Tyler Holton, he starts things up with a strike change up there. 0-1's the count on Peraza, who has pinch hit here. The righty on lefty there. Outside pitch, boy. Didn't get the benefit of the doubt from Blue on that one. Might have been called for a strike, but just missed. 1-1 is the count.
So it'd be nice if Holton could get through this inning.
Yeah. Great 2 innings worth of work.
Yep.
Would be huge from him. Misses on the inside on a cutter there.
I think you'll see Will Vest in the 9th. Not sure yet, but
Yeah, I do believe that Mr. Finnegan is our closer at this
I know.
point.
But is he going to get up again?
Probably
He was
won't
up
have a
last
chance
night.
to. Hopefully, he has a chance to save this game as Holton gets Peraza out with a chopper to short. McKinstry handles that one, no problem.
Here comes AJ. Never mind finishing the 8th inning. AJ said, "You're getting one batter.
It's chaos.
That's all you're getting."
It's chaos. It's pitching, chaos.
Let's see who's trotting in.
Well, let's take a break here.
You were.
Let's catch back up on some of the scores. We just told you where the Royals-Twins game was at. We told you where the Guardians-White Sox game is at. Heading over to Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 7th, the Reds are up 2-1. Phillies trailing the Rangers in Texas 0-1. Orioles getting smoked at home by the Athletics 11-3. Mets and the Brewers are in a tight one 4-3 for Milwaukee. Marlins leading the Braves in Atlanta 4-1. Cubs shutting out the Cardinals in St. Louis 7-0. Rockies double up the D-backs in the top of the 2nd here 2-1. And the Red Sox Padres still in warm-up. We got a few other games late. Blue Jays Dodgers and the Rays Mariners. Some games that finished early. We mentioned already the Yankees were able to squeak one by the Astros from New York 5-4. Nationals went on the road and got a W in San Francisco over the Giants 4-2. And in the first game of the doubleheader, actually a makeup from April 6th, the Braves had an easy time with the Marlins as they won 7-1 at home. We'll be back to Comerica in just a moment as we see a pitching change. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Of course, the Tigers trail 6-4 in the game. Angels got it going early, 1 up. Tigers were able to work their way back in, take the lead. Then it got tied. Angels went back up on top.
Joe Adell and Taylor Ward have been the bats.
Crushing.
Yeah, it's without those two, the Tigers are winning this game. But they pitched to them and it cost them 2 home runs, one off Adell and one from Taylor Ward. And the chat, Doughboy Steve says Bucky Dent was one of my favorites.
Nice.
Danilo says, "What up, Doe?
What up, though?
What up, Doe?" Doughboy Steve said, "I played third until college, thanks to Mike Schmidt, the great Philly. Love that guy."
My roommate down in Mexico is a DJ from France, and he'd always want to say, "What up, though?" And he'd be like, "What up, dough? What up, dough?"
Old boy Steve wanted to know if Thurman Munson was my guy. Hell yeah. I cried like a baby. when he
Shout out
passed.
Flavian out there in Lyon, France, as Brant Herter comes out. First pitch for a ball against Joe Adell with that 3-run home run earlier in the game.
I didn't think AJ did not want to mess around with this guy. Let's see.
No, I
Let's
wish
see
he
what
would've-
Herter could do here.
I wish he would have had the same thoughts when
Charlie Morton?
Yes, Charlie
Yeah.
Morton against Taylor Ward.
He's not a good start right now at 3-0.
No, falls behind quickly here. 3 pitches, 3 balls.
You better not groove one here.
No.
Don't
We
get me over fastballs.
might see a walk here to Joe Adell to start things off in the top of the 8th. And he's taken the whole way, actually backed up out of his stance to take that 4-seamer. And Hoyer gets his first strike here against Joe Adell. Here's another one. He pops him up. This one's deep to the warning track, but the Tigers have it. And that's 2 down here in the top of the 8th as Hoyer comes in and gets the job done.
Excellent.
You can hear some of those engines outside. The Woodward Dream Cruise is a week away, but they get started earlier
do.
and earlier every year.
Unbelievable. I'm driving here, and I see people already in their spots.
If you're going to be down at Woodward, let us know in the chat. Please make sure you smash that like button. 6-4 Angels up here as a shot from Rengifo goes deep. This might be gone. This one's trouble. It is, as you see, a fan from Clinton Township snag that home run. Louis Rengifo drives
With his
the
600
Angels
OPS.
lead to 7-4. Hey, Rengifo is dangerous. The guy has struggled this year. Can't really stay healthy, but he showed a lot with that one as he gets the Los Angeles Fireman's hat put on him as he trots into the bullpen.
He knew it was gone from the get-go. You saw Hoyer drop his head. Just watch the pitcher, and you know what's happening.
So
7-4 right now.
Isn't this where you're supposed to dial up the pitching chaos?
Yep. This was chaos, all right.
Yep, the righty against the lefty did not work there. Surprised that A.J. Hinch stuck with Hoyer, but it cost the Tigers again to the tune of 1 run. They're now trailing 7-4 here. First pitch is a ball. And this one's popped up. Foul. D'Arnaud looking for his first hit of the game. Did reach in a walk in the 4th.
Did you shut the air conditioner?
Did I turn it off? You want it back on?
It's getting hot in here, baby.
Is it?
Well, I'm a Tiger fan. We're
And
down 3 runs.
It's getting hot, not the way we like it down at Comerica right now. Misses with the fastball outside. 2-1, 2 out
Jeez.
here.
That was a 2-out home run. Damn it.
Yeah, I hate to see those, Maz.
Hate it.
Got him swinging on that one. Evens things up 2-2. Nasty slider outside.
I don't know much about Hoyer. Do you?
No, he's a bit of a mystery to me. That short delivery there on his pitch. 2-2.
Tell
2
you,
out.
The scoreboard operator is really doing a great job.
You are crushing it, my friend.
Fantastic
You are
scoreboard
crushing it, my
operator.
friend. Absolutely.
Not bad for a beginner.
No.
I used to
no.
keep score for softball. I was a
You ran it,
master
huh?
at softball.
There you go. A couple of early struggles out of us as a team, but we're dialing it in. We appreciate you guys watching as the slider gets him swinging and the Tigers exit the top of the 8th, but not before a little bit of damage is done. The 9th hit of the game is a solo shot for Louis Rengifo, and that will push the Angels' lead to 3. They lead the Tigers 7-4.
Got some time yet. 6 outs to go. 6 outs to go. Tigers has not put a lot of hits back-to-back here, so we'll see what they can do against. I think you're going to see Kenley Jansen come out, the former Dodgers closer, the former Red Sox closer.
So you think we'll see him for 6 outs?
Well, he was warming up earlier, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We'll see.
Well, we saw
maybe Burke will come out again.
We saw our very own insider, Nick Kohloff, in his awesome Hawaiian shirt We saw the floppy hats.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the upcoming promotions that the Tigers will be offering at Comerica Park. I know that Birdie's got that for us. Here it is. Stranger Than Things Hawkins hat. That's what you're looking at tonight. If you're headed down there tomorrow, excuse me, that was last night they gave those out. Today was for the Ferris State people. Italian Heritage jersey next weekend on Saturday, and then the Lawrence Tech snapback. So if you're a Lawrence Techie, head on down there and you can get yourself hooked up. I believe they even have a package, ticket package for anybody from Lawrence Tech. And then the same deal on the 22nd for all you Chips. Fire on up and get down to Comerica. They've got a ticket package for you guys, as well as a snapback that you can get if you head on down to the park. But love the stuff that they're doing for all the local schools this year. They've dialed some sort of a promotional package for each and every of the major colleges in the fine state of Michigan. We head back now, though, to the bottom of the 8th. Dylan Dingler. Looking at his second hit would have been a plus 220 if you were taking the FanDuel line here, but you definitely want to take this Caesars Sportsbook. They've got better odds for you. Make sure you use that Woodward 1000 and your bet between $20 and $1,000. If it doesn't hit, you can get that money back for future bets, as Luis Garcia will head in here for the bottom of the 8th. Oswald Peraza, we saw him with the pinch hit in the top of the 8th there. He'll take over at third base. Dingler looking for his second hit of the day and to hopefully cash that bet for all of you that use Caesar Sportsbook to diagnose 2 hits out of him today. Dingler.
Right back to the pitcher.
Yeah, come back, one pitch, first out of the inning.
Nothing like working the count.
Yeah, Garcia able to get that one easily. Baez heads up. He's been the hot bat for the day, though.
He's been the guy.
3 for 3.
Come on, Javi. He's got 2 singles and a double so far. We're looking for a home run here. Get us back within 2.
Yep. Get that bullpen jazzed up and get the park and its inhabitants back into this game. 7-4, Tigers down, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Baez takes a sweeper that clipped the bottom of the zone here, strike 1. Now, were you surprised by the resurgence of Javi this year?
I mean, everyone was. There's not one person on earth that thought he was going to rebound.
Except for Neil Rule.
Yeah, Neil Rule, sure.
Big sweeper there, swung on and missed. Baez
it was like getting a free
0-2.
Agent.
It truly was.
Yeah.
A very high-priced free agent.
Yep. Oof. That was a vintage Javi right there.
Javi hitting 269. I imagine this one's going to be low and outside, and it is, and he swings at it. The scouting report is out there on Javi. He loves the low outside stuff. They get him to swing at it all the time. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that's our second out there as Jake Rogers takes his power stash here. First offering from Garcia.
Come on, Jake.
Is a strike. Sinker clips that bottom of the zone. Garcia has been efficient.
You know who's on deck, of course?
Far.
Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter in pinch hitting, top of the.
Got to get on base here, Jake. This is a must.
That's right.
One count.
Excuse me there. Rogers with some early heroics in the game, looking for some late ones here. Takes a high sinker, fouls it back out of reach of the catcher there. Needs some timely hitting, Maz.
No doubt, man. It's getting late.
We are 3 for 3 as a broadcast covering these weekend games for you here, trying to get above 500 for the first time since we started. And a big sweeping swing on a sweeper outside.
Yeah.
And that is the strikeout for Rogers. Garcia comes in and has 0 issues with the Tigers there in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the top of the 9th. Tigers trail 7-4. Not what we were hoping, but
The good news is you'll have the 1, 2, 3 in your batting order coming up in the 9th.
Started off.
Top of the order. Tomorrow, you're going to be here again tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's game.
Yeah.
Early start. You want to dial that one
game.
up for us, and then
Yep,
we'll get
1
to
o'clock
next.
game. Let's see what we got.
I believe 1:40.
Casey Mize is going tomorrow at 1:40 in the
1:40.
afternoon.
So
they
two-
had Kikuchi listed as the Angel starter, but
Yeah.
that's not true because he started tonight. So tomorrow we got Casey Mize trying to win his second straight after a pretty bad run that he had, but we're hoping that he can keep it going, and that would be a big thing for the Tigers. Got to get that one.
We kick things off at 1:30 tomorrow. We'll be on 10 minutes before the first pitch, so make sure you join us. And I believe, Bertie, you've got next weekend's games there as well. So we'll give you guys a look at next weekend's broadcast. Now, Saturday's game, August 16th, we will not be doing the Tigers live stream. We will be at Sean Belizean's house for his annual Lions barbecue. He's got the meat on deck, baby. Then on Sunday, we will be back here in the studio at Minnesota. I'll be joined by Tigers insider Nick Kohloff. We'll be kicking things off at 2 o'clock, so make sure you join us for that one as we head back to Comerica Park for the top of the 9th inning. Angels with a chance to add to their lead. Tigers down to only 3 outs to try and get back into this ball game, Maz.
It will be a nice thing for them to come back in this game. It has not looked good. They've been sloppy again today. Charlie Morton looking for his first win as a Tiger in his home uniform. Looked good for the first couple innings. Could not get out of the 5th. 4 1/3 innings, and he gave up 6 runs. But here we are right now trying to get it going. Hewer is still in against the number 9 hitter, Campero.
Campero with his first hit last time he was up. Angels been able to get through the order pretty quickly this time to bring him back to the plate. Works against the 1-0 pitch, takes a big swing at an outside fastball for a strike, evening things up at 1-1. Tigers fans sitting on their hands right now. They need something to cheer for. Hoyer trying to put down his first batter here in the top of the 9th. 1-1 pitch is on its way. High slider. Looked like it clipped the plate, but Blue misses that one.
Sure did. 86 miles an hour on that one.
As we get a zoom in on the retired number 5 from Hank Greenberg. Low slider outside, pushes the count to 3-1. Don't want to give an easy one to Campero here.
No.
Last hitter in the order.
Got to get this guy out. Do not give him a walk. That's the worst thing that you could do.
Hoyer puts that one right over the plate. Campero took. Count drives to 3-2 here. Big pitch for Hoyer. It'll be number 18 for him. Tall pitcher. Quick delivery, and he fooled him with the inside slider there. Had him swinging out of his shoes.
There you go.
One down here in the top of the 9th.
Big one. Big out. As the top of the order comes up for
Great shot.
the old California Angels. Then the Angels of Anaheim. Remember that? And now they're just the LA Angels, where they began when they were born into the major leagues in the early 60s.
First pitch to Neto has him swinging big time. Nice pitch there from Hoyer, who's dialed it up these last few. Neto.
One bad pitch he's given up so far. That's it.
Yep. Just
and
one bad
Renifo
pitch.
made him pay for it.
Yeah. It's really just been a couple of at-bats here that have done the Tigers in.
3 home runs have been all the game.
Yes, sir.
It's been all the scoring.
You know, early on through those first 5 innings, it felt like they would be able to compete here. They kept answering the call anytime they got down, and they're going to have to answer that call again in the bottom of the 9th here if they've got a chance in this one, as Hoyer delivers a ball for 2-1.
You just don't want to get to you-know-who in the batting order.
Don't
and that
say his
you-know-who
name.
is Taylor Ward.
Don't say it.
It's bad enough we're going to have to see Mike Trout this inning.
The 2-1 pitch from Hoyer. is on its way to Neto, and he gets him swinging with a slider. 2-2's the count. Hoyer, as you said, has looked great aside from one pitch.
Yep. The home run ball has done them in today.
Certainly has. Here's one in the dirt for a full count. Neto lays off. He's looking to reach base for the first time. 0 for 4 on the day.
Let's keep him with the collar.
Yep, and as you mentioned, the top of the order for the Tigers in the ninth, and they're going to need them.
Can't get any more runs up here.
Here's the payoff pitch from Hoyer. It's in the dirt for ball 4. Neto takes first base with 1 out. Here in the top of the ninth, Comerica Park. Tigers trail the Angels in game 2 of their weekend set 4-7. Once again, last night they were able to come from 2 behind to win 6-5 on the back of Matt Vierling's late game home run. Nolan Shanuel. Ooh, a very low fastball for a called strike.
We'll take
Shanuel kind of shrugs that one off. That was the worst miss by Blue we've seen tonight.
1 for 4 so far tonight. 271 average for Shanuel.
Quick shot back to first, chases Neto back to the bag.
He will steal a base for you.
Certainly will, and I know they'd love to get an insurance run out there, not have to march their closer out. Hoyer 0-1 pitch. This one smacked to first. They send it to second. Back to first, and he's safe. Near double play there. Shanuel just beats it out.
That looked like slow motion.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
A tough turn for the Tigers there, and Shanuel just able to beat it out. Here's the replay, and he was definitely in there a full step.
Excuse me.
Torkelson, boy, he was out of the baseline there. Did you see how far he was out of the baseline?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Neto all the way in near to the pitcher, and it looked like he was there to be. That should be.
Yeah, that could have been interference.
No doubt.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I've never seen him run that far on the inside
Neto's
purely to take the throw away.
Neto's got a little. He's got a little edge to him too. He's been in a couple of fights this year.
That one in the dirt gets by Dingler.
Mike Trout.
Yep. As Trout watched it go past him, and the Tigers watch as Shanuel walks easily to second base on the pass ball.
A runner in scoring position with a terrific hitter up, and Mike Trout, obviously injured a lot in his career. He was supposed to be the next Mickey Mantle.
And one of the best ever to do it.
Supposed
even
to be
though
that.
Couldn't stay
Holds
healthy.
it in on 400 homers.
He's only still, 32?
Something like that.
Yeah, so still a lot of baseball ahead of Trout, but he's got to stay healthy. Always love seeing that clip of a 16-year-old Mike Trout hitting in front of Ted Williams. And Ted Williams just showing how impressed he was here as Trout takes a big swing and a miss at an outside slider. Drives the count to 2-1. Man on second, 2 out here, top of the ninth. Tigers trying to get back in this one and get out of the top of the ninth here as they trail 7-4. The 2-1 pitch is on its way to Trout as he smacks one line drive to shortstop, handled by McKinstry. He pulls his hand out of his mitt and shakes it off. That was a heater, an absolute missile, but he handled it, and that gets the Tigers out of the inning. No extra damage.
Woo.
We head to the bottom of the ninth here. Hey, if you
Buckle
want
up.
drama, this is some drama here.
They're down 7-4 with the top of the lineup coming up. So it should be something at least.
No doubt about it.
Not a great night for them.
Let's
again, started with Charlie Morton, and then the bullpen came into work, but a lot of just mistakes. 3 home runs hit by the Angels tonight, none by the Tigers. It would be nice if they can get a couple guys on and hit a home run here in the ninth.
Absolutely. Guys, if the Tigers are able to pull this one out, or if they're not, make sure you stick with us. We'll have 30 minutes of post-game dialed up for you guys. We'll be talking the game. We'll be talking the future. And we'll be talking chat. So make sure you get your super chats in here. Sean Mazzaroni and Broder from Doughboy Steve. Doughboy, one of my favorites in there. Appreciate the kind words from Ski Mask Boy. If you want to hop the line, get in that super chat. If we do well in the super chat, I got some vintage baseball cards in the back. In fact, we've only got the one from Dante 151. Appreciate you. Always a legend in the chat. For you guys dial up $30, I'll dig up some old school cards for you that I grabbed at the National Sports Card Convention in Chicago over the weekend. If you guys didn't get a chance to see in the Sean Belizean in the Morning with Maz show, I got Maz a 1972 Topps Billy Martin in a Tigers uniform.
How about that?
But the reason that card is special, well, if you zoom in on his hand, he's leaning on his bat, and, well, he's given the number one.
Yes, he is.
The old number one.
He's done that a lot.
It's up there with the, well, you know, we like to keep it clean because
You
it's
got
a
a Billy
gentleman's
Ripken?
sport, but
You have a Billy
you were
Ripken?
going right there. I don't have a Billy Ripken
How could you not have a Billy
fuckface
Ripken?
card.
Well,
You
on
guys
the- on
all
the
know
bat-
what it
on
is.
the bottom of his bat, on the knob.
That's right. What is that, 89
I don't
Fleer,
remember
I
the year.
believe?
I don't remember the
I
year.
actually have a box of that I got from a estate sale, and it's from the South Carolina factory. There's actually a card that there's only 9 of them in existence, and it's the Randy Johnson Rookie Marlboro Air. And up in the rafters above his head is a Marlboro banner that they blacked out. Only 9 of those out. But one of my customers pulled a Billy Ripken fuckface card that went out for grading and came back a 10. Wow. A $600 card out of a $6 pack.
A Billy
from
Ripken.
a box I got for $40. Probably should have ripped it myself, Mass.
Kenley Jansen is up 1-0 here on Carpenter, but the
Yep.
closer for the Angels is in.
Yep.
The Tigers beat this guy up when they were in California, so there's still a chance here.
Yep. And we're speaking of rips, we have not seen one thus far. 2 balls from Kenley Jansen, the elder statesman closer. I think he's on his way to the Hall of Fame. Carp took first 2. I think he's ripping after this one, and he does, but it's a foul ball. Drives the count to 2-1 off the cutter.
The Tigers really did a job on the Angels when they played them earlier in the year when they were playing good baseball, and I mean they put up a lot of runs, and a lot of them came up against Kenley Jansen.
Yeah, Kenley Jansen's belly starting to get up there with his strikeout career totals as he pops this one up. Should be handled by the catcher. Has to dance around a bit, but the Tigers are down to 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th from Comerica Park. Angels well on their way to tying this series up a game apiece.
This would be a tough one to take, but it is what it is, I guess. You got to beat these teams that have already mailed it in, but they played well tonight. And the Tigers, they lost 2 of 3 to the Twins. You don't want to see them lose 2 out of 3 to the Angels, but you got Casey Mize going tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. This one's not over yet. Gleyber Torres steps in.
Tigers have barely had the lead today. They had it in the bottom of the 9th, and then it disappeared in the top of the 4th. They led 2-1 before Joe Adell's home run. Changed that, made it 4-2. Kenley Jansen in for the save opportunity. He's got a lot of them over his career. Torres takes an outside slider. Tough pitch to take, tough pitch to swing at.
Good pitch.
Great pitch from Jansen. 0-2's the count as we see Riley Green warming up in the batter's circle.
That would be nice to get Riley going. Get a home run out of him, not a strikeout.
We just need
He
Torres.
needs that confidence back.
Just need Torres to get on base here. And he takes a high sinker for a first ball. Torres could get things going here. 1 out. This is the guy that can get on base and help you threaten.
Still have some bats on the bench, and Riley Green will be one of them.
Torres steps back, takes a little bit of time here, trying to get Jansen out of his flow. Torres 1 for 3 on the day. Had some early heroics in the game. Now the Tigers look to him for some late heroics. Pitch number 8 from Kenley Jansen. On its way. Oh, and he really slowed that one up. Kind of fooled Torres with his delivery. I haven't seen that too many times out of Kenley,
Not
but
at
that
all.
one, he just
It was like a
really
stop and start.
froze him up there with that delivery, got Torres to pause, didn't
90
take a swing on that one.
94-mile-an-hour cutter. It was like literally a stop and go. Very, very rare out of Jensen there. That's the veteran. That's a wily veteran.
Yeah, it was.
Pulling that move. And
the
it's all
wily-
down to Riley Green here right now.
Yeah, Wiley wind up, and here another one, and he smokes that pass, Riley Green. I would not be surprised to see 3 swings here from Riley Green. Hopefully he can connect on one of them. Tigers are down to their last 2 strikes of the game.
268 on the year. Was 300 at one time.
Another swing, caught up with that sinker, but a little late, sends it foul. Last strike of the game, but no one you'd rather have than the 27 home run having Riley Green.
2 home runs since the All-Star break, though.
He has been cold.
Yes, he has.
He's certainly been cold. Guy that does
We do
strike
not want
out
to strike
quite a
out
bit.
here. We
Yeah.
just hit the ball somewhere.
And he does, but it's foul. Stays alive on an 83-mile-per-hour slider in the zone.
Cleveland scoreboard watching. Gotta love what they see right now.
Yeah. We'll take a look at all the scores around the league, including that game from Chicago against the White Sox. Jansen uncorks one. They're going to say that he went around on the check swing
Ball
on a
game.
ball well ahead of the plate in the dirt. We said he'd be swinging. He did. 4 swings, 3 strikes. The Tigers are retired in the 9th, and the Angels take game number 2 in Detroit from Comerica Park, evening that series up. Tigers had some chances, Maz. They got into this game a couple times. They fell down 1-2 or 1-0, got back in 2-1, then the home run from Joe Adell, 4-2, but then they were able to tie things up 2-2, but then the bats went cold after that.
3-hour game, just under 3 hours. 2 hours, 57 minutes and change, but not a good one. Not a good night. A beautiful night at Comerica Park. What a waste. They lose to a bad team. Tigers now 15 games over 500 and 5.5 up in the AL Central as we watch the White Sox and the Cleveland Guardians play.
The Guardians have tacked another run onto their lead. They're in the top of the 7th. 3-1, leading that game. Hate to see that series against the White Sox because the White Sox, well, we know they're just not very good, sitting at 42-75. Guardians at 60-55, seeking to go 6 games above 500 and clip their deficit behind the Tigers down to just 5 games. Over to Minnesota, Kansas City holding on to that 1-run lead. They've had it since the 3rd inning. They are now in the top of the 8th with Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate. Some other scores that are of interest in the American League. Red Sox leading the Padres 1-0. That game's still early in the top of the 2nd. Blue Jays and Dodgers, that one's going to be a fun one to watch.
Could be a World Series.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. And that's a team that struggled early out of the gates. But when you look at the Batman and Robin combo of Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette, and then you add in the young bat of an Addison Barger, that team is scary. We saw them out of the All-Star break. They took 3 out of 4 games from us.
I don't know if they have enough pitching, though.
They look like a hell of a squad, though. But the pitching, that is where I was going.
Yeah.
That's their one problem, but it seems like it's one of the problems for the Tigers as well.
Maybe Alek Manoah can make a miraculous comeback for them.
Man,
At
he
one
was
point,
so
he was going to
good
be
his
he was
first
going to be
year.
something, man.
Really was.
He was going to be something. But going over the box score for the Tigers, Matt Vierling was the leadoff hitter, went 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI. Kerry Carpenter 0-2 as a pinch hitter, came in with 2 men on in the 8th inning, and Matt Vierling did not look happy at that time. He didn't want to be pinch hit for, but AJ pulled him, put Carps in, and it didn't work out for him.
Was that the wrong call?
Well, it is when it didn't happen. But how do you argue against Carpenter?
Sure.
Gleyber Torres 1 for 4 and an RBI for him. Jumai Jones took the collar 0 for 4. He drops to 224. on the season. Riley Green, you just saw him, 0 for 1 with another strikeout in the ninth as a pinch hitter. Spencer Torkelson, 0 for 3. He's batting .241. Wenzel Perez was the guy, and he left the game. He got hit early in that game. He fouled the ball off a shin, stayed in there, went 2 for 2 with a run, but obviously could not finish the game. Was the best hitter tonight for sure.
He's been one of the few
hitter.
catalysts we've had in the offensive lineup since the All-Star break. And, he got on early despite, banging up his shin off of that foul ball. But losing him after, he looked good early. And every game we've called, Wenzel's had a big game.
Zach McKinstry came in late as well. He went 0 for 1. Andy Ibanez, 1 for 4 with a run and an RBI. Dylan Dingler, 1 for 4. He had a run as well. Javi Baez, terrific night, 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. He scored a run. He's batting .269. Can't ask much more for him. He plays the great in the field, finished up in center field. And Jake Rogers, 0 for 2, but he did have an RBI fly out in the second inning. And the pitching is where it all went, guys. Charlie Morton, in his first home start, 4 1/3, 7 hits, a walk, 10 strikeouts. 10 strikeouts for Charlie Morton. That's something.
Yeah.
That's
He
something.
had 4 or 5 in a row at one point.
Pitch count at 90 through 62 strikes. Rafael Montero, 1 2/3. He gave up a hit and a strikeout. Tyler Holton, 1 1/3. And he was blanked after that. And Howard, 1 for 2, 1 2/3. He gives up a run and a hit, and he struck out too. But the Tigers fall short tonight, 7-4. They are now 67-52 on the year.
And in danger of their lead in the Central Division going down to 5 games as the Clevelands are in control in Chicago right now, 3-1 over the White Sox. I'm looking at this this batting lineup that you sent me today, courtesy of Chris McCoskey. I got to be honest, Chris, I miss you covering my Detroit Pistons. He was one of my favorite beat reporters for them. But you look at Matt Vierling in last night's hero. You see him come out of the game early. We talked about that for Carp. Just would have loved to have seen AJ give him the opportunity to keep that magic going.
Yeah, it didn't happen. But you have a guy like Carpenter, you want to get him in the game. I really don't know why he didn't start. I don't know why Riley Green didn't play. Had 2 hits last night.
Yep.
But, again, you're missing Carpenter, you're missing Green in a lineup that needs those kind of bats. A lot of these guys haven't played together a lot this year.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see more of those guys.
Yeah. Jermaine Jones.
And less of Jahmai Jones and players like that.
Yeah, Jahmai Jones and Vierling, as well as another guy, or Wenzel in this game. 3 pinch hitters in this game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see much success with those guys. I do want to come back to the chat here and hear what you guys have to say. I want to know, are you freaking out? After last night's heroics, I think a lot of people in Detroit were feeling pretty good about this team, about this series tonight, but instead the Angels are able to tie the series up, and now the Tigers are in danger of dumping another series tomorrow.
Well, we have Casey Mize tomorrow against we do not know who's be pitching for the Angels. It was supposed to be Kikuchi, but he went tonight. He gets the win tonight, so congrats to him. He got 5 innings out of him. That's what you at least want out of your starter. They tried to get 5 out of Charlie Morton, and it was a mistake. He left him in, and he paid for it. Taylor Ward knocked that 3-run homer out, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Mogul Khan here. Tigers miss the playoff. Now, I got to say, they might lose the division, but they're still very much in it after that for a wild card spot. So we'll see. Randall Smalls, Hinch needs to pick lineup tomorrow out of a hat to mix things up. You against that?
No, I'm not into that.
Not into that, eh?
I think he did that today. I want to see Riley Green. I want to see Carps. I want to see all the regulars play tomorrow. You got to play this one like you got to win this one. You don't want to lose 2 out of 3 to the Angels, 2 out of 3 to the Minnesota Twins. You need the regular guys, and you need 6 innings out of Casey Mize tomorrow.
Yeah,
Give the bullpen a little bit of rest.
Rando's got questions. I don't know if we have answers for you, my friend, but he wants to know if Riley Green will ever change his approach with 2 strikes. The superstars do it. Well, I've never seen Riley as a superstar. In the first half of the season, I know he was hitting well, but you can't strike out as much as you do. You can't go into counts and matchups with a pitcher with only 2-3 pitches taken over and over and over again. Not only is he not a superstar in my eyes yet, he can be, certainly. He still can do that. But he also, yes, Rando, you hit the nail on the head. He's got to change his approach with 2 strikes. You know, it's one thing to watch Javi swing at these low outside balls, but he's also 3 for 3 on the day before that. Riley Green comes in a major moment to pinch hit and just looked really bad in that at-bat.
He had nobody on base at that point, but he was the last straw, and Kenley Jansen owned him. But he owned that 9th inning. You got to tip your hat. And this is a guy they beat the living daylights out of when they played out in California.
Yeah.
You know, a month and a half, 2 months ago. I remember that game, and the Tigers put up a lot of runs against them. He wasn't fooling anybody. Tonight, he was good.
He sure
Real
was.
good. I like that delay he had to Gleyber Torres, and Gleyber was caught with his pants down. That doesn't happen a lot.
He really was. That was a hell of a savvy veteran move, as you pointed out, so savvy as a veteran yourself.
Yes, sir.
Rando Smalls, as much as he's questioning some things, he thinks the Tigers are right. It's the dog days of the season. It certainly is that. Doughboy Steve thinks you and him could talk 70s and early 80s baseball for hours.
I'm sure we could, man. That was a great time. I loved the game. I still love the game. It's obviously changed. All the sports have changed, but it would always be fun to talk. It's always fun talking baseball. Got a lot of great memories. I like to see this Tiger team really step it up. So for my tattoo, where are we going, and what should I get it on? Should I get it on the arm? What do I get it on?
You do, well, either you do top and bottom with the NY and the Old English D. You do?
Yeah.
You want them next to each other or on top?
No, I want them next to each other.
Okay. Because you can't choose which one's on top?
Well, I would choose New York. I started there.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not mad at you.
Started there.
I mean, I like the symmetry of both sides. You know, I'm a symmetry guy, even though I don't have it on my tats. But
Maybe that's not a bad idea.
the 5150 Tattoo Studio, my guy, we'll go over and see him.
I never thought I would get a tattoo,
Yeah.
but I always said if I get one, that's the tattoo.
Yeah, and I've always promised myself that I would get an Old English D. I think that the next time that you and I are doing one of these Tigers broadcasts, I think we'll come up with something for the chat to drive us to make sure that we do it. But I'd be down. You getting the Woodward Sports logo tattooed too?
Well, I might.
Hey.
Yeah, I just might.
There you go.
just
Where would
might.
you put that?
I have to think about that one. I'll think about that one.
Okay, there we go. Well, let's think about tomorrow's game. It's a 1:40 start. We'll be here in studio, myself and KG, for a 1:30 start. We'll be starting 10 minutes before the first pitch, so make sure that you join us there. But I'm looking at the matchup, and we got Casey Mize, a guy that you like a lot. And
I do.
The other guy here is going to be Jack Koshanowitz.
Okay.
Koshanowitz 3-9 on the season. Mize he's been excellent. A guy that was
Made the All-Star game.
Kind of very forgotten guy, was top prospect. He's got a 3.50 ERA. 1.29 WHIP isn't great on 100 innings of work, but the 10-4 win-loss record you gotta love, because we need him to get to 11 tomorrow.
No doubt, man. Casey Mize, you need 6 innings tomorrow. Give AJ no choice but to leave you in that game, keep that pitch count down, and stop giving up the gopher ball. Last few starts, he's been giving up that home run, just like Jack Flaherty. Bad Jack showed up the other day. Couldn't get out of the 4th inning, for crying out loud. Gave up 8 hits and 6 runs. We need something out of Casey Mize tomorrow and save this series and at least go on the road after that. Who are they playing after that? Let me take a peek at the Tigers' schedule coming up after this one.
Well, I know that you're not a fan of picking the lineup out of a hat.
I'm not.
I know that. My question for you, though, is we've seen a lot of different guys leading off for this team, especially since they've been slumping. You're A.J. Hinch.
Yep.
You're making the lineup card. Who are you batting leadoff tomorrow?
Colt
Against
Keith.
Jack Koshanowitz.
I'm bringing Colt Keith back.
Keith.
Colt Keith didn't play tonight. We didn't get to see him.
And he's been battling. A guy that
Yeah.
was plagued by strikeouts early on. I've watched him battle quite a bit more this season.
I'd put Colt in there. I'd go with Glaber. I'd go with Carps. I'd go with Torque. That's my top 4.
Okay.
Wentzeel Perez, put him in there.
You playing Riley Green in his slump?
Hell yeah, I'm playing Riley Green.
6?
I'd probably bat him 5th or 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
go from there. I'd put Dingler in, not Jake Rogers. Put Dingler in there and mix and match the rest of your team.
Well, you got the script from Dr. Maz over there.
I do. Hey, after tomorrow's game, they go on the road for 7 games. Right away. No days off now. No days off. They play the White Sox for 3 and then the Twins for 4 before coming home and hosting the Houston Astros
Yikes.
with a day off in between and the Royals after that. And then they go out west to play in Sacramento.
Yeah, Angels and Athletics and
So
then
White
the
Sox and
Royals.
Minnesota, 7-game series.
Those
you
are
gotta
very-
win. You got to win 5 of those.
Yeah, and you got to win them against the
Yeah.
Twins, big time. The White Sox super beatable team, but
42 wins for the freaking White Sox.
you got to take 3 out of those 4 against the Twins. That series starts on Thursday and continues throughout the weekend, finishing up on Sunday. And then, as you mentioned, we host the Astros to kick off the next week.
They are playing, Anson. They are playing. They're right now in the midst of 1, 2, 3, 10, 13 straight days in a row playing baseball.
Wild.
13 straight days. That means on the road and then coming home again to play Houston.
It's a great opportunity for them to create some true momentum, but it also, we could be returning on the 21st before the Kansas City Royals series in 2 weekends and be looking at a dead heat in the Central Division.
Well, right now it's looking like it's going to be down to 5 here as we hit the bottom of the 7th. Guardians 3, White Sox 1, 4 hits for the Chi Sox. The Royals up 1-0. They are in the 9th inning right now. So it looks like Kansas City, see if they can hold on at Target Field. So the Royals and the Guardians looking to pick up ground on the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, and Kansas City far less of a threat, just like the Twins, but still within shooting distance.
Yeah.
You talked about your
They made the playoffs
77
last
Yankee
year.
story. We talked about the Tigers last year. Twins back 10.5, Royals back 9. If they were to win this game, they'd be down 8.5, and the Guardians, if they hold on, as you mentioned, they'll be down only 5 games.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Scary stuff for Tigers fans. Just a reminder, next weekend, the 15th, the 16th, we will be at Sean Belesian's house. So there will be no
Can't wait.
Woodward. I can't wait either. There will be no Woodward Tigers live stream that day. That is Saturday the 16th. We will be covering the Detroit Lions preseason game 3 all day that day. But then Sunday the 17th, we're in Minnesota. Me and Nick will be here in studio covering that game for the Tigers live stream. Then the following weekend, same deal. That Saturday the 23rd, once again, we'll be covering the final game of the Lions preseason. And then on that Sunday the 24th, we'll be back in studio with Nick Kohloff live from Comerica Park. So we'll be switching things up for that. And then obviously a weekend off as the NFL takes a little bit of time to get ready for the post-Labor Day kickoff of the NFL season.
Speaking of the
week 1.
NFL, Lions last night, besides the Maurice Norris almost tragedy, and we hope that he is getting better. We hear he is. As far as playing football, we have no idea. We just worried about that young man's life last night. 2nd-year cornerback, loved by this team.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he got thrown out of a couple of practices this year.
Really?
Already for being too into it. So Dan Campbell had to settle him down. You saw Dan Campbell last night in the press conference sniffing and trying to keep his emotions under control. Everybody tried to keep their emotions under control. You saw Dan Miller and Lomas Brown in the postgame. Jason Benetti, TJ Lang did the game with Danny Rogers. They all were holding their emotions. This game was basically over. First play in the 4th quarter is when he went down. And basically both teams have called that one off. The NFL finally realized, all right, just end this thing. And 17-10 the final. Aside from the injury, Kyle Allen, and I said this on the show earlier this week, they brought Kyle Allen in a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that. They believe in this guy. 5 teams in 6 years. But they believe in him. They signed him. They wanted to take him off the market. And he looked good last night. Again, I know it's preseason. I know you're going against the 2s, 3s, and 4s, rookies, and all of that. But he definitely, he is going to be the backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Hendon Hooker did not look good. Turned the ball over twice. He had a bad offensive line in front of him. Young kids. Tate
Offensive
Ratledge
line
looked pretty
terrible.
good. Tate Ratledge looked pretty good.
He looked good. But early on,
Giovanni Manu looked pretty good.
early on for Hendon Hooker, though, he had a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I got to say though, the first fumble, I got it. Second fumble, he saw that sack coming. That sack, or the end got right around the tackle, unabated to Hendon. Hendon saw it, stepped up while still holding the ball like he was ready to throw.
Yeah.
You got to tuck that. You got to protect that. And my thing is this. I think we all expected to see Hendon Hooker out there for the entire first half.
Correct.
They pulled him with 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Perfect 4-minute drill for a young quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think it was anything more than procedural because he wasn't getting the procedures correct.
Correct.
And whether it was, not checking down correctly, not getting the plays in correctly, not executing the plays correctly, the coaching staff was more interested in seeing Kyle Allen operate that 4-minute drive than they were Hendon Hooker. And I've been the guy defending him, saying that the Teddy Bridgewater was more an indictment of the lack of experience on Hendon's part than the actual lack of ability. But what I saw in that game with 4 minutes left in the first half really felt like the end of Hendon Hooker as a Detroit Lion.
It's over. It was over in the playoff game against Washington when Teddy Bridgewater, who was coaching high school football, was called and said, Teddy,
You love that
we
one.
need you for the playoff game. Not only does he come in, they scored a touchdown. I know it was all JMO, but Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback then. It was not Hendon Hooker. Look, when they took Hendon Hooker in the third round, I'm like, okay, I could see this guy being a starter eventually. And within a year, 2 years, within 2 years, you knew it was not happening. This is a guy that operated out of the shotgun throughout his college career. And the Lions are the number 1 team for going under center here in the NFL. And the kid doesn't look like he's comfortable. It looks like he wants to run instead of looking for a second or third option.
That's the one thing he does well.
Yeah, but you can't have that.
Wrong team.
Wrong team to do that.
Wrong league.
Yes.
Wrong team.
Wrong league. And I don't think he has that special talent to be that superstar running quarterback. It's over. Kyle Allen's going to be the backup. Hendon Hooker, maybe. Practice squad, maybe. But you saw a lot of Isaac Tesla last night in the first quarter.
Look great again.
In the second quarter. And Kyle Allen hit him, and the kid looks really good. Look, I'm not going to jump and say, hey, Tesla, what a steal. He might be. He might be. He was the number 1 wide receiver on Brad Holmes' board.
Yep.
And it looks like he got it right.
Not necessarily the best, but his favorite wide receiver in the draft.
Correct. It wasn't Matthew Golden. He went as a first-round pick.
And those guys, Tet might have been ahead of him, Tet McMillan.
Yeah.
But the fact is they knew they weren't in a position where they were going to draft a guy like that. So you pinpoint a guy you think you can get that you love, and they got him. And these guys continue to knock it out of the park with their later picks.
No doubt. Last night, the defense, not bad, but Atlanta's passing. The first guy, Easton Stick, 15 of 18, 149 yards and a touchdown. Emory Jones, 4 out of 5, 49 yards. So they only missed 4 passes all night last night through 3 quarters. Again, it is preseason.
Yeah.
Preseason.
Not the kind of numbers we've seen from our backup quarterbacks, but you are absolutely blessed when your biggest concern is your backup quarterback. So
let's face it, if your starter goes down, out of 32 teams,
most teams are
cooked.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But let's get back to baseball here. We're gonna finish things up here shortly. We do appreciate everybody that's joined us for the game. We will be back again tomorrow, 1:30 start time. First pitch is at 1:40, so make sure that you join us here. Woodward Sports Tigers live stream. Of course, the Angels victorious tonight in Comerica Park. They even up the weekend series 7-4. It's tied now 1-1. Tigers will try and win the rubber match tomorrow. How do you feel about the Tigers in Game 3 of this series Sunday from Comerica?
I gotta like them. I mean, I like their chances. The Angels pitcher not having a very good year. I mean, the Angels are not having a very good year.
Yeah.
The Tigers should own this game tomorrow. It's going to be a hot one at Comerica. A lot of sun. Casey Mize getting the ball. I want to see him go back to that pre-All-Star game look. He won last week. Didn't look great, but he did get through 6 innings, which is what I want again. I called 7 innings, and he should have went 7 innings. He left with under 70 pitches last week. I want to see him keep that same thing, 60 to 70 pitches through 6 innings, and stay in the game and give this bullpen a rest that they deserve. But play the starters, man. Come on, AJ. I want to see Colt Keith, Carpenter, Riley Green, Torkelson, Wenzel Perez, Dylan Dingler, Javi Baez.
Glaber Day.
Glaber. Oh, didn't mean to miss Glaber. He's batting second.
I was shocked he wasn't the first or second guy you said.
He's batting second.
Yeah.
It's Colt Keith and Glaber, followed by Carpenter, Torkelson, maybe Green, 5th. Maybe drop him to 6th. Put Wenzel Perez up. Move Javi Baez up the lineup if you have to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get much from leadoff today at all.
No.
And then you make the switch, and it doesn't work out either. I go back to that moment, and boy, I sure would have loved to have seen Vierling with an opportunity there.
I would have as well, but again, I wanted to see Carpenter start the damn game. But you can't cry if you bring in Carpenter in to bat against the righty.
No,
he owns him. He owns him. By the way, White Sox down 3-1. They are in the 8th inning right now in Chicago. Royals put up another run. They're up 2-0 on the Twins. They are playing the bottom of the 9th. Minnesota's last chance. Minnesota can get within 8.5, and of course the Guardians can get within 5 with another couple of outs here.
Getting close. Dog days of baseball, as Rando said.
Hey, great hanging with you tonight.
Great doing this with you.
All right.
We haven't gotten a chance to do a show together for quite some time now. It's been a good 3 weeks, and
you didn't give anything away tonight.
No, I did not. I did not. We might tomorrow. We got to drive the Super Chat a little bit better than we did tonight. Shout out to Dante151, all the guys that normally push it, like Rando. Thank you. Back to you, Rando. Doughboy Steve Anson, you and Mazzaroni rocked it tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
As a disabled shut-in, he is super grateful, and we're super grateful for you. Always a pleasure to see you in the chat, Doughboy.
Thanks, man.
No doubt about it.
Appreciate it.
Well, on behalf of our man holding it down in the booth over there, Birdie.
Thanks,
appreciate
Birdie.
you, Birdie. Of course, the legend, my man, Tom Mazaway. My name is Anson Wells. Thank you for joining us for yet another Detroit Tigers live stream here on Woodward Sports. We wish we could have gotten you the win, but we will do our best to bring you one tomorrow. Make sure you're here at 1:30 as we kick things off with our Sunday Woodward Tigers live stream. First pitch is at 1:40, so make sure you're here at 1:30. And make sure you have a beautiful rest.
Peace out, guys.